stupid glasses. Chronicles of the Coast weekly Dungeons and Dragons stream. This episode is brought to you by Condensation.
Yes.
I thought we decided last week that you were far enough away.
Oh
yes, we did.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Get that out of here.
Beat it, buddy.
if I'm allowed, if I'm 6 feet social distance
All
over
right.
here, then okay,
You may.
awesome. Chronicles of the Coast, weekly Dungeons and Dragons stream thing, fun project awesomeness that we do here.
It's the best thing that happens every week, period.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we are here every week with very few exceptions. Sometimes I have a mental breakdown, and you just have to cry into a pillow. Everybody's allowed that.
It's called a car.
We just throw another NPC at you.
I'm picturing the pillow of Turin now with Jesse's.
Yeah, yeah, it's the pillow of Turin. It's an outline. It's just like my face with like streams down the side.
Beautiful.
So, did we have a review up?
I don't think we had a review up as such.
But in character, go.
But in character, go. But before we do that, just wanted to say, any new friends watching, if there are any or will be,
I'm smiling.
a lot of fun on the post with all the different spells and stuff like that. A couple of you sent me messages with spells that you were hoping we would mention in games, so we're going to work really hard on making stat blocks for them over the next week. And next time, if you come and watch us, we will be mentioning your spells and be sharing them on our Facebook, so look out for it. We didn't forget you, we just didn't have time. But other than that...
What's your favorite one you read?
The favorite one that I read, honestly, was probably the first guy that messaged me, and it's basically this device, kind of like the putter-outer from Harry Potter, but way cooler because it actually removes the color from light. So, for example, fire doesn't go out, it just doesn't shed light. So the fire still burns, so there's no light
Black
in this
flame.
area, black flame, etc. So it could set up a lot of really cool traps and some other really neat stuff, so it is a cool item.
Like, man, it's getting really hot in here.
Yeah.
Why is this heat going up my leg? Ah! No, that's fun.
Yeah.
It is.
Very fun.
Very unique.
Taking notes.
Right. Well, interesting item.
Go ahead and patent that right now.
Well, and that's why I asked permission. I won't be using any of those items that nobody doesn't want me to. So if you want me to use it, message. If not, it was just fun to talk about.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. I look forward to making some fun spells. So,
Recap.
I will do a short recap. I prefer to not give the most detailed recap because I enjoy it when players forget something important and then I can spring it on them later. So, general recap is that you guys are living in a sort of post-Genesis world where you have stopped the bad guy, but major events concluded anyways. And you're seeing those events unfold before your eyes firsthand as you have come across the elven city of Shara-Falah in the elf home of Elende. Yeah, I know.
Shara-Falah.
Elves. Why do they have the name thing so stupid? So, elven city, and as soon as you arrive, you're looking for a place to rest, but then you follow the sounds of riots, shouting, and conflict in the streets. And as you got close, you see that the elven guard of the city were kind of locking shields for a shield wall against these people made out of elemental energy of sort of people with fire-type hair or earth-like skin, water and air as well. And so these people of Genesis, who are now being dubbed Genasi, you have stepped in to intervene. You have actually calmed them down through expert events. You met with the captain of the guard, and you have agreed to help that captain with an attempt at finding out what's going on. Because what happened was the door to the Magistrate's tower erupted open, and as it had, these elemental beings, like fire elementals, the kind that are more raw energy and not people, started attacking people. They started attacking anybody, the elves and the Genasi.
Oh.
But
Right. So they these people need help, and the magistrate of the town has locked himself in the tower. So the Captain the Guard can't give these people the help that they need without the Magistrate's permission.
Right. He's been locked in there for a couple of days, and it is the very same tower that these elementals are coming out of.
And what does this tower look like, Jesse?
Like that?
Well, for those of us who may be chopping onions at home or something like that, what does it look like?
Oh, it is a 7-storied tower that grows very tall. It's narrow at its base and widens, circular all the way up. Has arches of windows as well as a very light stone brick for the outer side. Growing around the base of the tower itself is a very large type of tree. It wraps and grows around it almost like a vine from the base all the way up to the top, and its canopy spreads up near the 7th floor of this tower. Nestled within the branches of said tree, there's 3 satellite type rooms that you can see.
Okay.
Like little eggs kind of rooms almost.
From where you were, you see that these things up here, they do have windows, but they do not appear to have a door.
Right.
And so they are nestled in the branches. One of them, on that picture, if you're looking, is very difficult to see because it is behind the other.
Is that here?
Yeah, just slightly to the left. You see
There's
it?
one here and then there's one
Nope,
behind.
nope. Right there. Right where your
I see
eraser
it.
just was. That it.
And what's this? Is that another
one?
second one?
That's the first one.
So there's 1, 2, and then 3
Yeah.
behind it? Okay. So
Yep.
those almost look connected, but that's just our perspective?
Yep, and this is a top-down view, so you can see that it's kind of
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
right behind
Gotcha.
And the very top 2 are the rooms we've gone into so far.
it. Those
Yeah,
very
1
top
and 2.
two.
Floors 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yes, you have been on the bottom floor.
Yeah,
You
so
have
they're
fought
numbered, 3, 4.
against what looks to be a guardian of the tower, some sort of golem made out of amber and sap. It had a couple of nasty surprises, but you dispatched it pretty easily.
You know what's funny? Every time anyone says, like, amber, like, almost everyone remembers the mosquito from Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Renee said the same thing. I was like, that's funny because that's like how Jesse described the monster, like made out of that material.
Oh, that's exactly what I want
Like
people to
everyone
picture
will
too.
remember that. Yeah,
No, it's fantastic. That is such an iconic image.
for sure.
I learned that frog thing was wrong today.
What? No?
Yeah, the frogs can't like switch gender like that all the time.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I think
it
it's
was only one breed. Or...
I think
It
it's
was-
a
it was-
very specific breed, but
Yeah, but it was it's a fact that like everybody keeps using over and over again. Like, well, I thought frogs could switch genders at any time. That's why it doesn't matter.
Not all
Yeah,
frogs,
yeah,
as far as
yeah,
I'm
it's
aware.
like, what?
that's why I bought all these male frogs. I wanted to watch it happen.
That's because necromancers lie. That
It was
man
a
is
big
a
sin.
full-on necromancer.
for
He
sure.
was like,
Oh, yeah.
listen, it's like the frogs. They switch gender. Like, don't think too hard about it.
Yeah.
Okay? I really
Listen,
don't want you
Jeff
to get
Goldblum's
into
in the
this.
background's like, just life found a way.
Yeah.
We'll find a way. A wizard did it.
Yeah.
I think Jeff Goldblum's the real necromancer of that film.
Right?
He somehow lives through each one.
Right?
I'm sorry, he's a bard, obviously.
Ah.
He like just gives inspiring speeches to the whole show.
I
and,
found the
like, tells
bard.
people about like.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I would say that his speeches are inspiring because he's like, ooh, and ha, and
Sometimes they do
and ho.
See that? It didn't go the same way. It's obviously chaos theory.
Oh, I told you this was going to happen. No, they're inspiring because you want to do something afterwards because you're like, what did he just say? What did I just have to sit through?
He's always saying, I told you so.
You mentioned one movie from our childhood, and we derailed completely.
We're done, yeah. Okay, real quick.
The Prestige.
I'm Daniel. I play Balthazar, a level 8 warlock, pact of the chain fiend patron. Yeah, and my fiend is named Seleos, and he causes me no end of grief. And I also have a variety of various different familiars that I sort of bust out, like that Transformer Soundwave. You know, he's got the that. You know, in my head, I'm as cool as Soundwave. Yeah. And yeah, in a nutshell, that's Balthazar, a level 8 warlock.
And what would he say is going on?
Balthazar would say that he has to get this situation solved as quickly as possible with the Magistrate because there are no less than 1,000 needy people out there waiting for me. And for the first time in his existence here on Amarth, he actually gives a shit what happens to them. So there's a lot at stake here.
Balthazar's got a heart?
It's exactly what Cyrano wanted to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They need you.
And
Right.
and most importantly is that Cyrano, you come across a work contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he told you about why he's here
Not
so
yet.
much. Left off. Because it's maybe not the most pressing information. But
Yeah.
you have a special
know.
contact who's here and helping you. And that is Pykel.
Yep, I'm Justin. I play Pykel, level 8 thief. Yeah, I'm in this city for reasons I've yet to be disclosed, but yeah, I'm now helping the group climb this tower and see what's going on with the Magistrate.
What race are you? What do you look like?
Half elf.
Half-elf?
Basically, just imagine like Han Solo looking out.
Okay. With a bow?
With a bow. Han Solo with a bow.
No lasers?
No, they
Spellcaster.
Do you always shoot first?
Ooh. Hey,
most likely.
Okay.
don't talk about Han like that. Rito had it coming.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Which one of you guys, to start the night off with DM inspiration, can remember the name of the captain of the guard? Oh, look at these
Yeah,
notes.
I wrote it down.
Glorindal Thorin?
What?
Glorindal
Theron? Nope. That's the
No,
magistrate.
The
he's-
Lord,
he's-
Magistrate.
Chris is right. Chris is right.
Amandine
Yeah, I meant it.
Bloombreeze or
Yep.
whatever.
Or it's Sharadella.
No, I think that's Sharafal.
I wrote an F and not a D.
Yeah.
Or I wrote a D and not an F. That's why I was getting it wrong.
I didn't talk to them. 'Cause
It
I
ends
Yeah,
with
Imanda.
Amandine?
Imodin.
Imanden.
We didn't get it. We blew
But it ain't me. No matter what, it ain't me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so Cyrano is here in town and excited to give his friend Baltazar a chance to make lots of new followers and as well as get our just rewards for stopping the ritual, even though we did not.
I'll read
He has a secret hatred for all of the magistrates, so it is
Oh.
possible he will try to kill him anyways, but we shall see.
Okay.
No one knows that. But on the down low, Cyrano is a smuggler who attempts to supply some of the mages that the Radmalaki and Magistrate are, what do you say, oppressing.
Explain that it's like a set order that's sent out to
Okay,
each
I
one of
get
the
it.
lands. Because
Yes, so
this
um,
isn't just for one country. This
Right,
is-
so the Radmalakians basically seek to control magic in the entire land. And so they have magic emissaries that go to different major cities and basically control magic in that city. As well as they attempt to bring in and tax any young wizards, bring them to their schools, teach them to do it the right way. And if you'd say no, they say, well, fuck you, and yeah.
You and Pykel operate in the gray.
I don't know. I mean, Pykel is a smuggler who works in his own ways. I mean, obviously our paths have crossed, but I don't know. I don't have an order, so to speak. I usually work alone, but he is also a smuggler, more of the thieving variety than the alchemy trader myself. So that's how we run into each other. And that's what I'm doing. Don't really have much to do in the first room against this Amber Golem, but we shall see.
It's kind of dangerous for you to even help out a magistrate, right?
Well, see, that's the thing. And
I'm not known. I'm not a wanted criminal.
been
I
burned or
operate in
like
the
that,
open.
yeah.
is this actually a and I'm asking the DM here, is this actually a magistrate, or is that just the title of the ruler of this city?
That is an excellent question, to which you would need to make a roll for.
Oh, yeah.
Very well.
Am I making all the correct connections?
Everything you said
Okay.
has been correct.
Okay, I thought so.
Go ahead and give me a history check.
History?
Yeah, do the magistrates.
Have it.
Pretty much run the city.
It
Well, at
ain't.
least
It ain't great.
it sounds like it.
I
Doesn't
think
it?
it's a set.
I'll give you a +5 because you've spent time with the elves.
Okay.
Right.
You were here on
7,
vacation.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sorry, buddy. I
It's
got
a 17.
So magistrate is a common. It's translated. What for an elf who governs an area, they are known as a magistrate. However, there is also the magiocracy of Rodmalak, and they have their different, but almost entirely exactly the same level of magistrates. Theirs is like a hierarchy, and they send magistrates out across the world to help with things. If this man who is at the top of this tower, if he is a mage, it is about 90% likely, 10% in case he's a rogue mage, that he is a member of the Magocracy. What his own ideology and loyalties and everything are totally up to him as an individual. Just because his title here is Magistrate does not mean that he is. You could be a magistrate in an elfin land, but not be part of the Magocracy.
Okay. So it is currently ambiguous.
Well, you also, I believe that you got information from the captain of the guard that he is an experienced spellcaster.
Yeah, we did. He's been opening portals. We're aware of that.
So,
Yeah.
So everything that Cyrano just said is.
Yeah, so it fairly tracks.
I
Yeah.
was slightly wrong on a few things, but okay.
I didn't hear you say anything
No,
wrong.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
think you were really wrong. Yeah, I was just clarifying. Yeah.
So that is what's going on with Cyrano. How about Nachma?
Well, Nakma, he's just here to. He's absolutely clueless. He don't know what's going on, really. He's got a lot of questions. He doesn't know if we should be entering from the bottom level. And is this magistrate actually held up, or are these his beings?
May Taz start with a question?
Yeah.
Who is Nakma?
Nakma is a minotaur
I didn't say that about me either. Sorry.
from the land of Mintios.
Minotaur from Minthios.
He's a young minotaur. He just had a birthday, 17 years of age.
Which don't let that fool you.
His family is dead. His brother pursued him to want to kill him over some possession. Demonic possession. He's here to save these, figure out what's up with the Genasi, and don't want them to be persecuted and segregated on because they're a new race. And he feels like it's his fault that this happened.
Noble Nakma.
And he hungers to be at sea.
Man of the sea.
How about you, Mooney?
I think of Nakma as learning his way in the world. I mean, he's now discovered ownership, right? You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a difficult concept for Minotaur is that normally most of them don't have a concept of I own something. Everything is part of like the world. They don't believe in money or possessions.
They don't understand.
You need an axe, you go grab an axe.
Which creates
If
a
somebody
lot of,
has it, you fight over it.
which creates a
Sometimes
lot
The
of,
biggest one wins.
which would create a huge schism. You know, I mean, you've got tons of Minotaurs that are out there risking their lives for nothing because they think they're just getting a free ride.
Right. That's true.
Smarter beings are taking advantage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they know that the Minotaur don't know anything about cash and
Maybe not smarter.
stuff.
Perhaps not smarter.
Maybe just assholes.
More manipulative. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very common for Minotaurs to be on ships, pirate ships and galleys because they love fighting and they're just getting a ride to a next fight.
And what about you?
Well, the
Mooney
lore
Rumble
is
Forge?
lore Minotaur throughout all time is the demons of the underworld have always tried to recruit us, and I want to stop that for my clan.
What about you, Mooney Rumble Forge?
Yes.
Have you ever felt taken advantage of?
I can't say it anyway. Okay.
I thought I was learning something when I was younger, but I learned that I can't learn being a monk the same way as other people.
Okay.
So I have to try harder to figure out how to manipulate ki, learn techniques. I won't be able to ever manipulate fire from my hands, but I'll always be able to stun people, punch them, wallop them hard enough in the head that it'll leave them dazed. And you know, as long as I can keep doing that with my party, I can keep going forward. And I want to prove myself to the other monks that, you know, I might not have the same technique and style that they do, but I could beat them in a fight.
Forge your
That's
own
right.
destiny as a free fighter.
Yeah. The way of the heel.
Here, here.
Yeah. And the tail.
Okay.
But when I see the Genasi, it's I didn't have the same gumption to help out. You know, just like my group did. They went out of their way. Taz and Cyrano and Nakma controlled the situation. They were at least able to save the Genasi, and it looks like they've come up with some great organization. You know, with these 4 people, I'm sure they'll be the pillars of the community.
They will be the pinnacle of this new community that will be founded.
Best and the brightest.
Of course. Soleus
Black
wills it
Lotus
so.
flag.
I was not expecting a hard fight right off the bat getting into this place, but I'm excited to see how the rest of this is going to go.
Me
Don't
too.
know.
We have been tipped by the DM a little bit. We will face at least 2 more monsters of his own creation.
Oh yes.
I love it.
I have 2 more monsters.
This should be fun.
And I spent all week studying the monster manual.
I read back and in front. He needs a cat.
But otherwise,
Whoa.
Moon's
Yeah.
never really ran into Magistrate before. He doesn't really
Oh, right.
understand elementals like everybody else might, but I guess the only thing I can do is keep hitting it.
Yup.
So
Punch till it doesn't move.
Yeah, right?
I think
Thank you, Cole.
Rat?
I think we're all caught up, right?
It's my patron.
I think so.
Punch it.
When we ended game night last week, you were ascending the steps to the 2nd floor. And as you got up to the next level, you entered into an area that looks to be some sort of a sitting room, a waiting room. It looks to be a place where people would come and sit, read a book, or if they wish to partake of a pipe of some sort of halfling type of herb and just casually leisure. It's a leisurely sitting room. Have tea, visit with company. But the thing here is that most of the furniture is upended. It's been cast about, thrown this way or that, and that. It's in disarray. You see that the windows themselves have the iron lattice that crosses back and forth. It has
Saw that
various bits of
Right.
broken glass.
Sorry, Jesse.
It's alright. My phone is being stupid, so I'm like having trouble seeing if everything's good.
It's not. It's
Yeah, it's like everybody's telling me that Twitch is having trouble tonight, so it's like Twitch is having an issue too.
It is. It's been lagging.
Okay,
That's totally what caused John to hit his head.
it is. Yeah.
No, it was John
Bag
not
monster.
looking backwards
It's okay,
and
keep
then
going, keep
slamming it on the wood.
Real life lag, everybody.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not a big budget crew. Okay, if you guys could actually see what is happening behind the scenes here, you'd be so impressed with us.
We're geniuses.
All right, so just
genius
bear
idea.
with us. Pretend that was an earthquake. Enjoy the, enjoy
Somewhere had
it.
earthquake.
As the
And,
furniture and everything is upended and the room is in complete disarray and destroyed, you see your passive perception, Mooney, picks up on a couple of things. One, you see that you actually don't necessarily have to stop on this floor, that there is a staircase that continues to lead up. However, you only see one creature on this level right now that appears to be intimidating. A pile of rubble and dirt and rock begins to take form and grow into a mound, and this mound like forms 2 arms and a couple of gemstones form eyes, and it looks at you,
This room.
and you believe you see the creature responsible for the destruction in this room. No doubt if you leave this creature behind, it will make its way down further and become a problem for the people outside the tower. And 2, and only you hear this, so maybe I shouldn't say it out loud.
Can I say this real quick? As a point of order, I never took the lead. It was always Pykel, because he has the rogue abilities, and then also Cyrano. I was kind of like in the middle.
That is true, but you have the higher passive perception. I
Yes.
believe. Actually, I haven't had you guys update your passive perception list, so...
Sorry, I didn't mean to be wrong.
No, that's alright. Actually, everybody give me your passive
If
perception.
it's vision based,
16.
I'm
It's
plus
not...
11. Okay, so plus 6.
So 16, 16.
16.
Mine's, well,
17.
That's 1.
There you go.
mine,
That's what I thought.
mine's 10.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to say it out loud, and I'm going to let you relay this however you want to them. But you hear voices on this floor. Multiple. Different pitches, different tone.
Like hiding? Like whispered?
No. No, just muffled behind a door, but you believe you hear people talking.
Like
As
calmly?
as if there's no emergency going on at all.
Wow.
So, it's up to you if you feel like you want to say that to them.
Yeah, I whisper out to you guys, because we're all stealth right now, right? Hey, I hear voices. They seem calm.
Where are they coming from?
They're on this floor. I know we could probably just go up the stairs from here, but I hear voices, and I'm not sure if they're either with these creatures or against them, because they seem very calm. But that is kind of elf attitude. But I'm not going to get into speciesist here.
We need to stay on mission.
Yeah.
We must find a magistrate.
What if they're trapped Genasi?
Oh, you mean he could be on this level?
The elves outside can easily handle this being. If there's something else here.
They
True.
can't.
No?
I know for sure that if they did run into them, they would probably beat him.
Then let us defend them, no?
Where's Zach? He's outside flying around, isn't he?
I believe that's what you sent your familiar to do.
Okay, just reminding myself.
How do you approach this?
You want to investigate?
I mean, I think we left off with me in the room because I snuck up there to look around.
Yes.
So
And you're definitely the one who's got the attention of this creature
sees me?
of earth and stone,
okay.
gemstones for eyes, and it appears menacing. And as I was saying to Mooney, if you don't dispatch it, it likely could become a problem for someone else.
So it does see me.
It has reacted to your presence,
Okay.
but I believe you rolled a really nice stealth check, so I'm not going to say that it sees you right away. Despite all this, Mooney is still able to pick up the sounds of voices.
Okay. I guess I'll kind of go back down the stairs to emphasize what it is that we see. Because if he could just hear it, then I'll tell them what exactly it is.
Okay.
To figure out if any of you have seen this before.
Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try too.
Okay, that didn't work. Yay, yucky, yuck.
It's some kind of dirt monster.
Yeah, 6.
11.
Ooh, wow, you got a lot of pluses to that.
12.
14.
I'm going to say that a 11 and 14 are definitely good enough. A 10
12.
should have done it. So, it's an earth elemental.
Okay.
Just a single one.
What do I know of its vulnerabilities?
Earth.
Earth.
It
Whatever
doesn't
hurts
have any vulnerabilities that you
Okay.
can think of.
Earth. Okay.
It can't just eat rocks and make itself better, right?
Is there a chandelier in the room?
That would be
don't know.
nice.
That
Yes.
would be a bit cannibalistic, and I guess.
Actually, as you look into the room, you see that there is an enchanted ceiling fan. It's just a fan that isn't connected to the wall at all, and it's a couple of pieces blades of they look like large leaves, and they twirl constantly.
It's like Jimmy Buffett.
Those elves
on the
thought of
record.
everything.
Nice in here. It's very nice in here. Well, it seems as if Mooney wants to attack this thing. Make sure that we are defending the people below.
And that is what we were tasked with. They don't have the weapons. If it were to make its way out, it would be a slaughter
It's
eventually.
gonna hurt your fist, my friend.
No, but what about the regular people? There's other people in here. They might be attacking us. Like, there could be other
Can we detect
humanoids
magic?
here, like, trying to fight
Yes,
us.
I can cast detect magic.
Mooney, what do you mean other people?
I told you, they were very calm,
Voices?
speaking people up here. Like,
What do you
on
think this
floor.
is?
I don't know. Remember they said the magistrate was trying to kill all these people? Remember?
Are we
so
in
they
this?
could be working with the magistrate.
We're in this quartered room, right? The one that's cut into fours?
Yeah.
And don't be surprised
And
if anybody comes out to attack us.
Which of the fourth are we in?
No, so that's a good question. Probably A is what I would assume.
Yeah, you're in 2A.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can just keep going up.
You can keep going up, or you can enter A, and then there's
And
a
go
door
through the
left or a door left or right. Is the elemental in this room 2A?
Yes.
Okay, that's why you can see them. And so you're hearing voices in one of the other rooms, essentially.
Somewhere in the
Punch
house.
through the.
He didn't say where.
Staircase?
It's
I
somewhere in the
mean,
house.
I can. No.
Yakma, punch through the staircase.
No, on 2.
Oh, it's on this floor?
On level 2.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I can
So
just
Just
they're
in
through
the other
them.
recorders.
It is in one of those other rooms. You can
I
tell
was
that the
kind of
voices are
saving
coming
that.
It's kind
from
of a secret
2.
weapon.
Yeah.
How do you guys want to do this?
It's going to bash the shit out of us, man.
Let's go. Fuck.
Do you want us to go
Do
in
you want-
first? 8.
Yeah.
B,
So do we
A,
want to try
B?
to fight, or do you want me to try to figure out where the voices are coming from and who they are?
I think we have to kill it.
I think that you are right, Cyrano, but I
Yes.
think Mooney has a point. If we engage in battle and then many more forces run out than we expected, perhaps we should rely on Pykel to discover the nature of these voices.
What if they're allies?
Yes.
Perhaps they are. Do you
Okay.
understand the language they're speaking?
No, I don't speak Elvish.
Oh, but it is Elvish.
No, I don't know what it is. It's more like mumbling. They seem calm.
Many of these creatures, Pykel, they don't rely on sight. So if you are being sneaky, they might know you are there anyways. So don't get close to it.
Okay.
Use that table that's flipped over. I think I'll help you. It's in the middle.
Would you be willing?
Was it on the first floor?
No, it's. I'm
I think it was on the first one.
Oh.
Would you be willing
I'm describing
to
the room with you.
allow my friend to go with
that
you?
table
Yes.
right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's right next to the
Um,
giant bear that's tipped over.
It could be used as a possible distraction if we can.
Oh, Zach
If it
deserves
detects
that. I'll bring him back from where he is. He's invisible. I don't want him to appear visible. And then, once he appears...
As Zach Switz is flying around, you see that he has 2 options. He has the option of 1, coming through the broken, shattered door frame that you entered through yourself on the bottom floor, as well as he spies a small balcony up on the fourth floor. And there is a walkway to an extra tower that seems to suspend itself almost magically upon the 5th floor. And as you think about these things, you also recall the words of the captain that one of the teams of elves who tried to infiltrate the tower before entered in through one of the upper floors by scaling the building in the tree, but they have not heard from them either.
Right. My whole entire goal here is to get Taz or Zach to me so that he can just chill on Pykel's shoulder and accompany him so that I can observe as well so we can see what Pykel sees. So for now, although that is all very tantalizing, I want Zach to go down to the bottom floor the way we came in and come up to us the most safest route possible.
Okay. So Zach Thwitz, your familiar insect-like imp, flies down to the bottom, in through the door, and enters in, comes up to the stairs, lands, and quietly, without the sound of himself flying, enters in and approaches just behind Pykel.
I mean, imps are kind of big, so,
Yeah.
you know. I'm like, it's going to be a little awkward. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. He makes weird sounds. Just try to ignore it.
Creepy.
Just climb up on his shoulder and don't make me regret summoning you instead of a sprite.
Oh, you see.
Yeah.
Right.
And, yeah, he's invisible, and he's going to try and be as quiet as possible.
Okay. Stealth check for Zach Thwitz.
Sure.
For me too? Or just for him?
Yeah, from you too.
22.
Nice.
Boom shakalaka.
Was that 16?
Mm-hmm.
At least.
21.
Man, I cannot read that.
So he goes from that to just. And so the two of you are stealthed.
Okay. So I guess I go back into the room and back in. Or am I currently in A?
Yeah. A is where you're going up into.
Okay, yeah.
and you're moving into two.
I start looking through Zach's senses and
Yeah.
like take a shoulder on like Mooney and Cyrano both, and I'm just like standing there.
So I guess I'll move toward the door that the elemental is furthest away from. And see if I can
See to remind it.
open it as quietly as possible.
Okay. The room with the elemental does not have a door, so there's no door for you to open. You're able to. You get up to the top of the stairs and you kind of like peek your head around and look. You see that the creature is there and just it's hulking dirt and rock, and it has no face and no real movement that you would recognize from a person. It's very difficult to tell on what it is. Your passive insight doesn't pick up on if the creature is aggressive or looking, or if it knows you're there or anything. You don't know.
Okay, so there's no doors, like there's no other rooms of this floor?
There are doors on this floor that lead to other rooms, and they themselves are both closed. This one elemental seems to have destroyed much of what's in this room,
Yeah.
and it's there, close, about 15 feet away from the arch that separates the stairwell, the central stair, to this room.
Okay. Is there like a small object that I could pick up?
Yeah. Because of the destruction in this room, you look about and you see that some of the smashed table, chairs, something you don't know what it was, but it's like the leg of a piece of wooden furniture, is really close on the ground.
Okay. So then I guess I'll just grab that and have it just in my hand, kind of at the ready. And I kind of like to move around to one of the doors. If I'm visualizing it correctly.
Yeah.
It's like we're here and he's moving either to here or
So
here.
you basically kind of put your back to the wall and you start sliding a little bit sideways and you start trying to edge yourself closer and closer to the door. And as you are doing so, the first step that you take, you see that the elemental itself, it turns and it follows you. And then the second step that you take, you see that like it kind of advances a little bit and starts bringing its arms up, and like its arms in the dirt and soil and rock begin to change shape, and like jagged pieces of stone erupt from it and turns into like what looked like two giant morning stars. And with at that point you kind of freeze.
Okay. I'm going to toss that leg like across the room, like to the furthest end of the room that I could throw it.
You throw the leg of this wooden furniture across the room, and doing so, nothing happens as it arcs through the air. And it lands on the ground, and suddenly the whole elemental itself turns, and it changes its direction, and it lunges. Its arm extends out and crashes as this ball of stone, spiked stone, flies and into the furniture, smashing through things and striking at the spot where you had thrown the furniture. As the rock and stone and everything kind of fall away from its body, it starts to drift back across the floor, almost like streams of sand, and reform and recompose themselves into the elemental.
Nice.
Cool.
But as this is happening, it's distracted for a second. Is there something you want to do while it starts to like reconstitute itself?
Can I still hear the voices? Can I hear the voices?
You hear them, and you're not... From where you are now, you can hear them. Give me a perception check.
Perception, 19.
Nice.
It's difficult, very difficult for you to tell what direction that they are coming from.
Did they seem to acknowledge the loud crash that's just happened? Like, did they ever like stop talking or?
No.
Nothing.
No,
changed?
they keep talking calmly. In fact, for a second, you think you hear laughter.
Okay. Then I guess while it's constructing, I'm gonna kind of just motion to the familiar on my shoulder, like in a motion that might be interpreted as like help kind of a thing, or like we got to move in on this because it can. In my opinion, we need to attack it because it can detect me if I take another step.
I take a blink in, and I'm like, Michael is panicking. The creature is fearsome. He is trapped, and it has noticed him. He thinks that we need to move in for the attack.
Do you guys have a spell that can... Wait, how did it detect them? Does it see him?
There is no time.
Earth elemental.
It seems to be aware of his presence.
Can it make it like deaf?
What?
Yeah, if you guys had like a spell to make it deaf, right? It wouldn't be able to hear us?
Not how they
I don't have that kind of magic.
Okay, let's do this. 2 up front, 2 in back.
Alright, I'll be in the back. That's where I belong. I'll be blasting.
Alright, I'll be blasting with my fist.
Wrap them babies up, my friend. It's gonna get bloody.
This is like a stairwell,
Yeah.
right?
Central spiral stair.
So I'm gonna be like crouched against the stairwell, you know, basically trying to duck in and out of the stairwell for cover, but where I can have line of sight. That's my plan.
I thought you would.
You expected that? I don't want to be in the stairwell at all. I'm going to be. No,
roll for
that's all
initiative
good.
and rush him.
Yeah, I mean, we could hold actions for when Pykel goes.
I don't think it's a great idea for our friend to go. If you had seen that thing smash that table leg like
No, I mean, he
did,
can make a range attack, and we can go off his held action.
I don't think he even has weapons that are effective against this creature.
Okay.
That I know of. He didn't last fight. Nothing has changed. Pykel attacking would not help.
Alright. Let's do this.
It's a good thing Pykel didn't hear you. His feelings might be hurt.
Hey, Taz, you say harsh things sometimes.
There's nothing we could do that I could accidentally heal it, right?
I
We're
sure
going
as
to-
hell hope not, Mooney. I don't know, though. So far, my Eldritch Blast has not healed anything I've hit with it, so let's see
Cool.
what happens.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should hit it and drag it to us.
Unfortunately, Nakma, I can only yeet things. I cannot open things.
Fine. Fine.
All right, initiative and go.
Roll for initiative.
I guess also while it's doing it, can I grab another leg from
Yeah.
the chair?
Yeah, this time you find there's no leg to a table nearby, but you find a book.
Okay. Are there windows in the room?
Wow. There are windows. Looking at the windows, you see that the
Okay.
windows themselves are.
Put that right in the middle, please.
They're a
where
series
we're coming
of squares that
Oh,
all
yeah.
kind of crisscross of
makes sense.
iron
That's our
work
story.
type lattice. So it's set into the stone, and without a lot of effort, it would be impossible to travel through. But each one of those has glass, and so it's well lit from the light from the outside.
Okay.
Even though that it's late at night, it would be the light of all of the artificial magical lights that illuminate the city, and all of the lanterns everywhere. Let's see. I rolled a 0.
A 0?
What?
Okay. I got a
that possible?
17, sir.
Okay.
Well,
Nakma.
that's not no good.
I mean, either is that
11.
really, but we're going to take it.
I got 11.
What
It's
are we
pretty
doing
sweet
here?
central
Oh, okay,
staircase.
we're-
Well
we're-
done.
Oh yeah, pencils work.
Yep.
Fantastic.
We're-
Let's just roll with that.
We're bisecting it.
11, sir.
11 for Nakma.
Yeah.
Mad Mooney.
Cyrano is just cursed.
I got 10.
10 for Pykel.
9.
Oh. Come on,
17 plus 5.
Okay.
Beautiful.
22.
Mad Mooney.
Put you there.
Oh.
I got a, Balthazar got a 17.
Minis are all there. You got 'em? Let me work on the camera.
Yeah, you're still between Mad Mooney and Nakma, so who cares?
I'm just
True. Oh,
It's very rare that I get
Well,
a
give
us
17.
I don't know what the front of this looks like. I'm just
you got it
remembering
right.
what it says
No,
on the
you're
back.
right.
Copy that. Now you're good. It's on 17 now.
Yeah, you
Cool.
Yeah.
So, spatial memory, I guess.
Well done, sir.
Mad Mooney, you're
That's
first
awesome,
up. As
Jesse.
you are in the stairwell, where's Pykel at? Because he is against that door. You know what?
That is not an earth elemental. That is
know
a
what?
chocolate elemental.
Oh my
alright.
god, you're so
No, I like it.
goddamn
Don't
nitpicky.
put it back. I
No,
liked it.
no, you're done.
You
And
really
there's no
did.
such
It
thing
was
as
a
an
Hershey
Earth.
chocolate elemental.
There's no such thing as Earth elementals on a Marth. It's an Amarth
A
elemental.
Martha elemental.
First of
Martha
all, you
mental.
uncultured slime. It is
It's a
chocolate.
mental, damn it. It was chocolate, we could have ate it.
Actually, it's like just a little bit of like nerd effort on my part. But if you go through the Chronicler's Guide to Amarth, the word Earth does not appear anywhere.
Interesting.
It does not. You're right. And I noticed that you purposely spelt certain words.
Without using the word Earth.
what would be Old English?
I say some of them.
Yeah.
I also say soil a lot. I never say earth. Like, oh, they tilled the soil. They tilled
Right.
the Amarth. They never
Tilled the
tilled
Amarth,
the
yeah.
earth.
Because it's not Earth.
That's-
it's
Can we
not
take
Earth.
we're gonna take just a 2-minute while I correct this camera thing,
Oh,
2-minute
yeah.
break?
Yeah,
Cool.
let's fix it.
while people don't get shaky heads. Okay, so we'll be right back.
We'll be right back, everybody.
And we're back.
Greetings,
Yay.
everybody.
We had a.
Hold on.
Oh,
We're not back.
hold up.
Never seen that chicken dance at a
Alright, we're
wedding. It
live
was on
again,
the
guys.
East Coast.
Oh, we're live right now?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hi.
Hey!
Does not show him.
And I said, hey,
Damn
hey.
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
There, is that better, John? Did I give you the
Told
hey
you
that
we'd
you
be
wanted?
back.
Thank you.
Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? This is why I don't sing. I can't be a bard.
That was my grandpa with
Is
Dementia's
this stuff
favorite
supposed
song.
to be knocked over
With
though?
what?
That was my grandpa with Dementia's favorite song.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
What a tease.
I'm glad you
What's
felt
going on?
You just grabbed it first.
It's
I know.
black humor, but it is funny. And it's true. It really was his favorite song.
Messed up. It's like
My family, a lot of my family comes from Norway. Black dark humor is just the way things are.
Me too.
I make jokes
Same.
about the most horrible things sometimes.
too.
And I follow a comic artist named it's Icelandic. It's like Higlekar Dagirkurson. It's I don't
Share
know how
that
to
with
pronounce
me.
it. I will.
I think you did great.
I like dark shit.
But wow, his humor is dark, and that's
I
what
embrace
just
the
that's all it
darkness.
is. It's just dark humor.
You embrace the darkness.
I do.
Doctors develop a dark
You
sense of
merely
humor
adopted
because
the
you have to.
darkness.
It's a coping
I love
mechanism,
it.
and I think that's why I have a dark sense of humor because
I don't know what it is about
sometimes shit sucks.
makes it easier to do that.
Okay, game time. Back to game. We rolled for initiative.
Yeah.
In our
Sucked.
moment of downtime. Whoa, what is going on? My stuff is like trying to catch up.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
Cool,
same here.
because my stuff is like trying to catch up. I'm gonna close all my stuff and then like
I
reload.
can't
so-
even get it to go, so I gave up.
Yeah, my phone's being dumb tonight. I got no
It's-
reception
It's
tonight.
Twitch, man. Twitch is so overloaded with 1 billion people on it right now.
Twitch is kicking
Well,
ass right
yeah,
now
because
for me.
the debate's
so
going
hot.
on right now, guys.
Is
Is
it
that on Twitch?
Yeah. Well,
It could be.
the
on
debate?
everything.
Somebody's
You
got
mean
going
the
on.
debacle?
Anyway.
Mass
We rolled
debate.
initiative. Who's up first?
We rolled initiative. Mad Mooney is up first. Mooney, you step out from the stairwell. I'm not gonna make that count against your movement. I'm a nice guy.
I'm just like,
The
yeah.
WWE.
Oh my God! It's Mad Mooney from the stairwell. He's got a steel chair.
Yeah, I do. I take that steel chair and I break it on the ground, and I'm like, let's get this going.
He threw it on the ground.
I'm not a part of your system.
It's a fake chair.
That's not my dad.
What is this?
That's a cell phone.
I love that
That's
video.
the best, yeah.
Does it have feet? Does this thing have legs? Is it like?
Nope.
Is it man size? Is it a larger creature?
It is a large creature. It is, sorry, it's
Pretty damn big.
in the
compared to
center right
me.
there.
Oh God.
And it does not have legs. It's just like a column of dirt and rock and soil built
That
up into a
gigantic mini
creature.
he had.
Gosh, does he have any kind of like?
If you're looking to trip him, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I was thinking that
But-
would be really cool, but that's
but-
not gonna happen.
There's
But-
a chink in his armor.
Even though you can't trip him, I will still say that you can make him made out of foam. This guy's a little big. You come across. Wait, isn't this mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's yours. It's not mine.
My
Bring him back. He's got copper. I can take that bitch out.
Awesome.
My first attack, I roll a 10.
To hit.
Yes, a 10 to hit.
What?
I'm a little intimidated, I think. First time seeing a rock monster, and I'm just like, ugh.
How does this happen? How do you miss? You tell me.
Did I miss? I mean, I could probably just hit it and it just doesn't do anything. I mean, it's a giant pile of dirt.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I want you to tell me.
Yeah.
Guys, it's like hitting dirt!
You come back, there's
Do
a
it again.
river stone in there. It's like, oh.
Hold on, I got this, I got this. I'm gonna reach in and try to grab its heart as I punch it.
It's coal.
Oh man, that's an 11.
What is happening?
And I'm holding more rocks in my hand.
dirt
and just
and
like,
shit.
It's just gravel.
Some
Yeah.
grass.
I throw it at the window and I hopefully try to break it with my free action here. And I'm just like, oh god, this isn't working very well, guys. I'm gonna try again, and I try to bite him. Does an 18 hit?
An 18's a hit!
Yeah, go right for the throat. And do a total of, oh my gosh, 7 damage.
This is with your magical fists.
Nope, just my magical teeth.
You bite him?
He bit
Yeah, I
it.
told you
He
I
bit
bit
him.
him.
He
Okay,
bit
you
rock.
bite.
Yeah,
He's got a
I
mouthful
bite
of
him
dirt and
right in
shit
the
now.
neck, and then I do like a spin while I'm doing it. It's like, death roll.
I guess it beats pocket sand.
Shit, like you come back with a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, I swallow it.
Aye. He calls that the tumbler, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not.
Tumble those rocks, Moody. Yes.
I'm going to assume that you already have
polished
all of your life, if not. No? Okay, well then I'll let you take your healing, although I am going
No,
to
I
say.
only get my healing with a bonus action. That was my
Okay.
bonus action to bite him. So
Okay.
Okay. Because it would be stupid for you to heal by biting dirt.
no, I would not heal from biting dirt. I just did
but
it
I-
for the flavor
You should be eating
because
dirt all the
I
time.
actually hit this time.
Cool. I like it. I like it. That's
Yes.
great. I like it.
I do too.
You
That is the end of my turn
Eat
as I stand
dirt.
there and start chewing on dirt.
Good job.
about the SAR.
Rock and grass. Dirt.
Get him, Mooney.
That's
I'm
I
gonna roll
needed
to
that.
attack. I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast him.
Lots of
Yeah.
bonus in there. Yeah, it's good for you.
That's a
Oh,
one.
Fucking
That is that's a 18.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
You know
Nice.
that much.
A 16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
With your
16
Eldritch
damage.
Blast.
Not nothing.
It's
Force
not
damage.
nothing.
It's not nothing.
Probably
And
the damage that's going to kill his beyond.
so Balthazar sort of steps up from the stairwell, you know, a dark revenant of Soleil's cloak whipping behind him. He doesn't need a magic word like Mooney does. He holds up the armillary sphere.
Ow.
Alabar, lazy orbit around it, opens its mouth and outblasts an eldritch blast from the mouth of Alabar itself.
Nice.
And
Nice.
it hits the elemental creature and it goes flying backwards. 10 feet.
You push it 10 feet.
Sweet.
5, 10. The creature,
Lights on.
disrupted from the force damage, is pushed backwards. It seems to maintain much of its composure, and it's difficult to read his face. It's like so stony.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to give myself some cover.
And you duck back into the tower.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, because that's where I put you.
What are these?
You're in the dice chest.
That's a pile of rubble.
Okay.
That ruin your plans?
I guess.
No.
Darn it, rubble.
Rubble! Ah,
Ruined
curses!
by rubble.
Foil again.
I don't trust that rubble.
What is this, debris?
Nakma,
Yes.
what do you do?
Nakmal looks at this creature. Looks at Mooney with a mouthful of dirt. He's like embracing it but spitting it out. He's not
Like a
quite sure
cat.
how to feel about it, but he's got dirt. He's usually got dirt with a lot more liquid involved, but not this time. And Nakmal goes into a rage, of course.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Says this fight's gonna get ugly before it gets better. And he moves forward. And I will move forward to attack it.
Yeah, you will, buddy.
Get her.
I used my free action to say, I'm going to put it in the corner.
There's a crit!
Yeah.
Is that for your 2 attacks?
Yes.
No, he's
Okay.
attacking recklessly, of course.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Advantage. I got it.
So, what's the full damage?
Full damage is 23.
Woo!
32.
Big number.
As Nakmal rushes up and sees the Earth Elemental, the creature's already kind of stunned and wavered a little bit from the force damage that it took, and it's like you see it shake like this. Dust and debris fly off in directions. Then, as it shakes it off and looks, the first thing it sees is a battle axe cleaving down the center of it. It leaves a swath of down its stone and dirt form.
Crack it.
Oh, it's made out of dirt too. So like it takes a second and like that damage it shudders, and you see that like it kind of Terminator 2 just.
So now it has to roll a dex save.
You get more than one attack, don't you?
This is for my electrical.
Oh, okay.
12. I probably failed.
4 more points of electrical damage on that.
Nice.
Okay.
Now I will roll my second attack.
Still hits.
Big hit, buddy. Big hit.
27 for the hit.
27's a hit.
Ooh, nice. So my max was 31.
Another 31.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna hold my ground.
This
Stay
dry
right
erase
there.
marker is seen the last of its days.
Hmm?
Fantastic. As you follow through, the creature like begins sealing itself up, and like in that moment of pause, the lightning damage from your horns and everyone
That's where it came from this time.
strikes at it. Dirt and debris fly off of it, and while it's still reforming itself, you follow through again.
Yes. At the legs.
Cleave into it, trying
would
to
be the legs?
separate the beast, the creature, in half. You feel the resistance of its form, but it
Sparks fly from my blade to its granite.
indeed, as they fly across the room and scatter across the ground, but it is still alive. That brings us to Pykel.
I guess
That was some good damage.
I guess I'll just take a shot at it. Would it be a sneak attack?
Yeah, you have somebody within 5.
An ally within 5 feet.
Okay.
But you don't have advantage. You just apply
Yeah.
sneak attack.
Okay. See what kind of damage I can
It's
do.
big.
Doesn't need it.
Yeah, 14.
Nice.
Yeah, so 21.
Nice.
That's a
Why
hit.
not?
Yeah,
Or no,
buddy.
20.
Good enough.
20 is a hit.
Yep. Okay, so
A bunch of 6s.
D6 plus 4, so that's 8 with the plus 4 on that. 8, 12, 14, 16, 19.
Nice.
Good job. 19 more.
Balthazar kind of like looks at Cyrano. Apparently I was wrong.
And then I'll hide.
Yes.
Where do you want to hide?
Would you hide
Just
behind?
behind. I think I'm already behind a chair or something. I don't know if it's like.
There's a table
There's a
over there that's
table?
kind of dropped
okay.
to the side.
I'll dive behind the table.
Jumping over, rolling, and slide. You kind of slide into home.
Oh shit.
Stuff knocks over, and you, as you're down there, you try to quietly break line of sight. The creature, the elemental, just kind of like looks, trying to get a sense of what just happened. As there's an arrow sticking like literally through its head now. And Cyrano.
Assessing the situation. I would like to take the dodge action and move up 2, 4, 6, and jump up on the table and make as much noise up there while I'm dodging behind my shield as I can, trying to get attention.
Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah. Stomping on the table.
French-
Dong, dong, dong,
filthy
dong,
French
dong,
words
dong,
at it.
Voulez-vous, you piece of shit?
The creature definitely notices that you were there.
Flavor.
Nothing else?
Hmm?
Okay. I guess I'll have you roll an intimidation check this time.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
Got it.
9.
All right, 9. The creature definitely notices that you were there, and it kind of peers around the room. It looks to Nakma, it looks to Mooney, and it looks to you, and its form begins to jumble, and stone and dirt reassemble themselves and recomposite to create. Instead of 2 morning stars, this time it creates 2 elongated blades of stone, taking on the site of sharpened obsidian. You would think.
Oh shit.
Ouch.
Damn obsidian. Haunting us
And
again.
that is his
His
turn.
turn.
He it's an earth elemental, gender neutral. You don't get more neutral than that. The elemental.
You could get a rock hard on.
Does it seem
my
to
God.
be regenerating?
No,
No? Okay.
not that you have been looking at it since you break line of sight every time. The creature is going to make 2 attacks. Its first attack will be against Nakma, and it will make an attack against Cyrano. The first attack against you, Nakma, is not great. 14. No, definitely not.
Nope.
The second attack against Cyrano is less than that, as it swings with one hand, flies over. Nakmo just like takes his axe, hits
On the table.
and deflects the blow and carries the blow up and over his head,
Beautiful.
ducking over it. As it comes back through with its other attack, trying to strike down at Cyrano, Cyrano, you simply just put your shield up and step to the side, and it glances the shield.
I'm using science and
Does
the
it hit the
understanding
table?
of geometry to just
Yeah.
angle
Beautiful.
in a certain way. It just glances off.
And it
I love
slides right down the face of the shield and smashes
using
into the
strength.
table.
Right. Does it break the table?
Oh, it slices into the table. The
Oh,
table
okay.
itself is destroyed.
I land on my feet? Question mark?
I am going to ask you to do an acrobatics check
That's
for it.
fine.
Maybe I should print out some broken furniture.
That's not bad. I think I pass. 15.
Yeah, I'll accept it. Like the table smashes, but it
I
does
just
so in
land on
just
my
the way
feet.
where like
Beautiful.
you just take one leg and you spread your feet apart, and you'll land on the other half of the table, and you're
Nice.
now like spread across the gap of this shattered.
You
Nice.
slide
Wooden
down the edge, and
Pirates
as
of
you
the
do, you
Caribbean
kick
style.
the other broken side of the table out of your way.
Yeah, exactly.
Mad Mooney.
I'm landing on one now.
Right? Like, I got this. I got 2 shields now. Ha ha.
Aha! You're a hard piece of shit.
What is this thing?
It is a giant hourglass, of course.
Yeah.
Fake.
Giant
news
hourglass.
Is it counting down?
No,
Okay.
It's a teaser.
now it is.
It's not fair. Does it
The
work?
hand of God.
It does not.
No, it's not.
Okay, Matt Rooney.
Okay.
I am attempting to create a flanking position, which I do not have to tell you. Nice work.
Right?
You get to roll 2 of those.
Yep.
Oh shit, of course.
Natural 20.
Right, all. Left 20s. I know I do.
Right off the bat, that's 11 damage.
Badger's got to be pissed.
What type of damage?
Is he dumping?
It's magical
bits?
fist.
I don't know. I critted the shit out
I
of his
haven't seen
avatar the other
Stevicus
night.
today.
He's watching
Somebody
the
was.
debate.
Somebody
Oh.
was. Yeah. Somebody was checking out the YouTube live.
And another 10
Yeah.
on top of that, so
I
it's
wasn't
21.
sure if it
I
translated.
might
Another
have to
10?
go to YouTube and watch our shit.
That's okay, man.
That looks good.
14.
A lot of videos. This is the first time we've done 5 videos successfully.
21 for the second attack.
Very cool.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Goal. Goal achievement, achievement unlocked.
That's another 9 damage.
Last
Another
one.
9?
This is even better, I think.
A 15 doesn't hit, right?
Does not.
Okay, so last attack misses. But the first one was a crit, and the second attack hits.
You had advantage on the last attack, right?
Yes, I rolled.
Ouch. Okay.
Can I give you? Yes, I am going to. I am going to give you my flash of genius, and instead of missing, you get +5.
20.
Is a hit.
7 damage.
It's enough. What does this look like? How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Whoa.
As
So-
in kill it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. How does its story end?
Huzzah!
Yes.
yeah, he starts lifting up one of those obsidian swords, and I break the arm off.
Yes.
And with that first hit, with the natural 20, it just falls to the ground, sword landing straight in. And I go for the neck. I push the head backwards with the next punch, and then as soon as it's exposed, I rip it off with the teeth. This time I can get it around the neck, and I wrench it, just like just like a wrench. And I swing myself forward and try to pull it off.
Nice.
and it's
Like a can opener.
a large clump of dirt erupts from this elemental, and you push off, and dirt and soil fall everywhere. And the elemental's form loses all magical composition and falls into a pile of rubble.
Yes.
Rolls
very
across the
nice.
floor. Nothing is left but a mouthful of gravel and 2 obsidian short swords on the ground,
Nice.
and a lot of rock and dirt.
Wow.
So the flash of genius ability, you've all seen Sherlock. Basically, the way he
Yes.
plays out the fight scene in his mind. This is the way I kind of see this happening for Siren, though. Like, so he just sees that last attack was going to miss, so he just like bumps the elemental just slightly with his shield, just enough to move him into the right position for the last hit.
Nice.
Confession, that's how Nakma thinks. But I can't explain that, because me and Daniel talked about that a long time ago.
Nice.
That's how
Earth
he
elemental,
processes
mostly
shit.
composed of loose soil,
Yeah, exactly.
dirt composite, large granulate, composition
Good
heavy,
job.
likely 500 pounds. Applied force 30 pounds to the upper torso,
Bludgeoning.
enough to lean forward. Mooney's mouth, 75-degree angle. 200 pounds of pressure. 29 serrated teeth on the upper jaw.
Can you do it in a fresh
Should be
accent?
enough.
It happens.
And you sever the head.
Nice. Woo! Obsidian short swords.
Badger says this is why we don't take Mooney for granted.
Bing. Yes, good job.
Love it. Love it.
Heck yeah.
Fantastic shots there, everyone.
The elemental falls to the ground and is in a pile of rubble.
Nakma inspects his blade edge on his axe.
Slightly dulled.
Balthazar pulls up immediately and back to the wall on the other side of the door, breach style. This one. He waits for someone to come through because Mooney told him he heard voices.
Oh, I grabbed one of the short swords. You want the other?
Sure. Yeah.
And as there is 2 doors, I will go and be ready on the other side.
Okay. I'll take my sword and run up to Balthazar's side, and I'll wait for you guys.
Nakma grabs a handful of dirt and rock from the elemental and runs it through his hands and thinks of home and the
Nice.
lava tubes.
I will do a quick perception check of the room to see if there's anything valuable. Not going to physically search, just visually search.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. Gross. That is 12. Holy moly.
The Earth Elemental itself had 2 gemstone eyes that were composed of rough topaz.
Okay.
Each one's worth 100 gold.
Nakma probably sees them on the ground.
Pick him up.
You're still next to him. No, you take them.
Okay.
I'm just anything else besides
I don't
that.
have
Like,
anything to
he
put
would
in.
have naturally seen it.
Most everything else in the room has already been damaged, broken, and there were many fine things in here, but the Earth Elemental has done a number to destroy it.
Okay.
Can I see I'll take out my rapier and kind of identify if it's better than if the obsidian sword's better? Like if it's better, yeah.
The rapier itself and the obsidian short sword, they would do. The obsidian short sword itself doesn't look like a finely crafted, honed edge, but looking at the short sword in your hand, you see that the edge that it has, even though it looks rough, is actually more of a powerful cutting thing than any man-made or elven or dwarven-made blade could ever be.
Dang.
That being said, it's
Nice.
it's still a short sword, a 1d6.
Rapier's
So
1d8.
your rapier will do more in piercing damage.
Okay. Then I'll just keep
But you could probably sell it for at least 25 gold pieces as an art item.
it. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking this thing's kind of brittle, right?
Yeah.
Perception checks through the door, listening for everybody involved.
Sure. We'll do my side and.
Yeah, you do your side.
Are we going through 2 different doors?
There are 2 different doors.
Really good roll.
Okay, I'll go to the one with Cyrano.
Okay. I got a 24
I got a 19.
listening.
15.
You both believe that you hear the sound of
25.
voices coming through your door
On both sides?
25.
on both sides.
Oh, God. They're over here.
Is there a keyhole?
We can hear them on our side too.
No.
Is this
Can you guys detect magic through doors? Through walls?
Cyrano, take these gems. I have nothing to put them in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do the doors smell funny?
Smell like wood and lacquer.
With no like
Lacquer?
magical indication or items being used against it, like some sort of I'd say spell circle, sulfur or salt.
You don't see anything like that.
Do
It
we
looks
need more
pretty
intel?
mundane.
Can you put me by your door?
Look.
Is
Listen,
looking
devil
for
heads above the
arcane
doors.
symbols?
Could you put
I
me
should
by
have had
your
you
door?
roll perception.
I did.
Oh,
I
oh
got a
yeah,
19.
that's right. No, you don't see that.
Okay.
If we need to see through these doors,
No,
Let's
don't
just
waste
keep
your
going,
magic.
right? I mean, they're
Always
safe.
from
Let's
the
just keep
side.
going. What's the worst that could happen? They come in behind us.
That's what perhaps the smartest thing any of us have come up with. Keep moving.
Yes.
Could be leaving something valuable behind.
Which door do we open?
Hey, it's my lizard.
here's
brain.
my
Survival. You're all right.
fear. Here is my fear.
Same
We
here.
abandoned this for. This creature was easily defeated. The last one we fought was a bit more difficult. If we abandon this door now without checking these rooms, we leave those below vulnerable to what may be inside. This is my
Arguments?
fear.
Arguments?
Taz,
I think we should clear
have
it.
you developed a soft spot in your heart?
I reach forward,
Let's do it.
elbow the door open.
Which one?
The one I'm next to.
I'll
That one.
draw an arrow and have it and kind of step out in the doorway with the arrow drawn.
I kind of stand in front of this one to make sure if anything comes out of it, I'll be there to punch it in the face.
Yeah.
You step into an area that looks like a kitchen. You see that there are there's a large window. There's a very large brick type oven with a couple of racks across it, ready for people to hang meat or pots or cauldrons or whatever against it. There's a sink, and you see that the sink itself is actually loaded up with all kinds of dirty dishes. It is very unkempt and very
Beautiful.
very unsightly.
Like
The windows from the outside let in the bright light of the lanterns of the city, and there's boxes and barrels and one stone slab that looks very, very cold. And on top of it, you see that there's actually bits and pieces of meat that are laid out. And from where you are, you believe that they're frozen.
enchanted.
I'm gonna down.
Probably.
Just a regular healing potion. I think I've got 2 of them.
You should have 4.
I'm gonna down 2 of them.
I think all of us had 4 and 2.
Yeah.
And you drank
Well,
one of the
quite a
majors.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I can look.
Is it
So is there-
is it something that can go on? Sorry, 1 second.
Go ahead.
Is it something that I can stash? Is it big? This stone
The
is
stone,
like an anvil.
it's a big stone.
Okay. That
Is
is
the
amazing.
room itself got a lower cold temperature?
It's a little chilly in here, but
Can
not
you see our breath?
not colder than the other room.
Okay.
And the sink goes.
It's
The sink?
gurgling.
Yeah,
It's full.
begins gurgling.
Oh, shit. There's something making noise in here.
The noises stop on either side.
Nope,
Okay.
still here talking.
I am going
It
to.
sounds louder from the door that is coming through this entrance here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And I'm going to shut that door,
Yes.
Which door?
this one, and we are going to go through this one together.
Okay. Well, sorry.
This door shut.
Is this the one that you said kitchen? Because I thought you
That's
guys
just
were
kitchen.
stepping in here.
No,
You
so
said
let's
kitchen.
just roll with this kitchen.
Okay,
Is that
kitchen.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, check it out. I got something.
Okay.
You got a kitchen sink?
A kitchen sink. I don't have a kitchen sink.
I have
but
a thing.
I
I
got
forgot.
a couple
No such
things.
thing.
We need to talk for a minute before we rush forward and make choices on what is next. But I have a thing.
Speak now.
I spent some time attuning to this medallion that I acquired. It allows me to detect the thoughts of creatures.
Oh.
I believe that I may be able to sense the brainwaves of any nearby sentient creatures.
I took
Well,
3
that
of them.
would shall
I'm at- I
come
went up.
in handy if we are trying to find survivors.
Well, we seem to be hearing voices but do not see people.
We.
My thought is, if they are sentient, alive creatures, I will hear their voices. If not, at least we'll know we're dealing with something not alive.
Indeed, is this something you can only do one time?
No.
Then go by all means.
I can do it more than once. DM Balthazar reaches in just under his doublet.
That's my dishwater.
He pulls forth the medallion of thoughts,
Yeah.
which looks like a brain pendant.
Yeah.
And he sort of grips it, and rather than like light or energy or something magical, it actually starts like secreting like a brain
Ew.
matter. His fingers and hands start like glistening, almost like snail slime.
What mind flayer invented this amulet?
Seriously.
And I am going to use the ability from the Detect Thoughts spell to try and detect the thoughts of creatures within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
It cannot. It can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks it.
So this door with 30 feet is pretty far. Maybe both walls.
I can sense it through the wood.
You said 30.
Yes, 30.
So even if it's straight line, that's 10, 20. It's barely in the other
You
room.
do
Well,
not
not through
detect
here.
any thoughts.
But this room was opened, right?
And you don't detect any
I'm not
thoughts in
going
here.
there. Okay.
What do you want to do?
So
Just
I
a
don't
sink that bubbled.
I
That's
don't
all.
detect thoughts other than my companions.
The dish
All
is,
you-
dish is Gollum.
All you
Here it comes.
detected.
How high's the-
Writing that down.
Wait, how high's the ceiling?
15 feet in every room.
And how thick is the stone
dishwater.
above? Or is it wood? What is it?
Who knows?
So I'm at.
The ceiling itself appears to be painted. It is probably wood.
Do I detect any thoughts that way?
No. 30 feet. Bubbling sink. Another bubble comes up to the top. This one like bubbles up and goes. Some grease splatters on the countertops.
You know what? This doesn't feel right.
Where's Dawn?
Something is wrong. Bubbling, water, elementals. Something is wrong.
Do you speak bubbles?
So rush in and attack the sink? Is that what you were proposing, Balthazar?
I'm no genius, Cyril. Okay? You're the one who can predict the flow of a battle. I'm just telling you, I can't detect the thoughts of any sentient creatures other than us. You all hear voices, and I keep hearing that sound.
Indeed, it is quite suspect.
Still kind of ridiculous.
Does it sound like
Do you not
everything's
have any
talking? Is
alchemist
that why I
fire?
thought
Does
it
that
was-
not burn upon water?
No, the
Would you
bubbling
like me
of the
to throw some
sink
fire at
suck.
you?
is not the voices.
And we
That'd
still
be
Not the
great,
best
though.
idea in
Yes.
a tree.
I have a lot of
Nice
fire,
try,
but
puppies.
yes, not a good idea.
That's a great idea.
I want you to, though.
What, to see if it is alive? Want me to splash acid on it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Just
shoot
go.
it with acid.
Just go.
We're doing dishes now.
I guess so. I walk right here,
Wait,
open
can we
the
like
door
put the
again.
stopper on? Can
I
we like
did.
plug the drain?
already in attack
Yeah.
to fight.
Yeah, I let everyone know. Apparently, I have to shoot the sink with acid. Be ready, everyone.
Yeah, already in attack to throw a boomerang at it.
I'm like legit gonna walk over to the sink and try and just like put the stopper in. I don't know if that's
Well, who's doing what
reaching.
first?
I
Because
just-
you want to do that while he's throwing acid at it?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. Already in
Cyrano
attack.
goes to the door. Mooney was like, "It's time for the Mooney Boomerang.
Yes.
It's Mooney Boomy time."
Moony boony time. I crack open the door and then back up to maximum distance, which I think is like 60 feet, if I can still see
Way over
it.
there,
And then I
like spider webs, like
right,
acid flies out, Spider-Man style, and lands on the sink.
I stayed 30 feet away.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I use Mage Hand to try to plug the sink.
And sink, like after the acid, it just goes like. bloop.
Wait, it's jammed? Like there's a bunch of water in it?
There's-
There's
standing
must be
water
immune
on
to
top.
acid.
The whole
Imagine
thing,
that.
the whole thing is full of water. In fact, you kind of looking at it, you see like there's water on the floor. It's just the nastiest dishwater you've ever seen in your
Oh
life.
my god.
It's a Denny's
Oh,
sink.
Mooney!
That's it,
It's
right?
going to destroy
Yeah.
you!
Everybody's like,
He got
no!
mushrooms by his feet. He's safe.
And you walk all the way to the sink, and it's full of all these dirty dishes.
Well, there was Balthazar
Can we-
that got pulled into
I go like
some
this.
crazy dimension from a tub
I
once.
put my hand
I
into
did.
it.
I did.
And something grabs you!
Oh
And roll for initiative.
God damn it.
Ah!
I
We
knew
knew it
it.
was happening.
Guess what?
Of course it is an elemental.
It's got Mooney's hand now.
The dishwater elemental.
Yes, it is!
And it's immune to acid.
All right, my held
Yes,
action
it
goes
is.
off, right?
Nobody has any
Where's
dogs.
my thing? I had
I
a
get to
thing
hit him
for
with
this.
a boomerang.
This thing has an
now?
intelligence
It's like,
of 3 or lower. What the hell?
Hit it with minute. Hold on just a second. Where's my damn thing? Because I got a thing for this.
Thing.
You got
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah, hold on. I
you don't
gotta-
get this. You
This
just
is really
faced the
light.
wrong creature.
No, I got a thing for this.
Oh
As soon as
no,
I
I'm gonna drown.
You could.
What the hell? Where did it
Yeah,
go?
Some really
minutes.
gross ass water. You might get a carrot stuck in your throat.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Your
Right?
teeth.
No?
I'll just drink all the
No,
water.
it's
Yeah,
in-
it can't
Something
from the
smells
inside.
fishy about this
Something
sink.
smells fishy about this sink. I don't know what's going on. but-
Friday getting
Jesse keeps dropping hints.
Guys, I got it.
I'm like, no, we'll just.
I honestly was just gonna pretend.
No,
it was
attack the
nothing.
sink.
Right? Oh, this ain't
We need the
shit,
XP.
dude.
man. We gotta get it.
Okay.
You're like, oh, there's a lot of bacteria in this.
You want to come in at level 9? Is that what you're saying?
I do.
This just can't get
Level
clean
nine
just
is
sitting in
please don't.
I think I
stagnant
get a
water.
thing.
Yeah, oh, you do. Definitely.
I seem to
Who's
have
starting the mosquito farm over there?
lost
This
my
mosquito farm?
stat block.
The stagnant
Oh,
water.
for sure.
Where's my stat block for this monster?
No gosh.
Oh.
Guess we don't have to fight it.
It's
Yes,
our
we got.
friend.
So we all got to roll initiative, bro.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Gee, Merry Christmas.
I got a 17 again.
Cyrano is cursed, man. It's okay. Cole was always not
I got a
cursed,
20.
so I guess I gotta do it eventually.
Me and Balthazar are 17.
What's your? Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
No.
No.
Because you got Elder's Blast.
All right.
What's Cyrano get?
So it really doesn't matter.
You got like a low number. It looks like you rolled
You're
a
way
2.
the fuck over
so
there.
Really, I'm not-
Maybe I will go
do
first.
all we see is just
his hand.
He
stuck in the
reaches
sink.
in and starts screaming out, ah! Like, ah!
Maybe I will
Do
go
it from
first.
like, ah!
I will
Oh!
go first.
It is just a sink.
So I can
full
come in the
of
room because you're back
It's a
there.
sink
and
full
that'll
of
give
water,
you-
yes.
water. Well, appears to be.
Yeah, he's got 3/4 covered, guys.
You go in the room first.
I want to
and
go
walk
up and just
me.
like slide a hand, try to pull the drain.
Hey, wait, does it hurt because his ass in there now?
No, it's not that kind of.
It's a dissolving it.
I'm missing something. I literally, I had it at the beginning
Quick,
of the
somebody
game.
throw some
Where the hell did my
baking soda in here
stat block go?
or vinegar.
Let's take a 5-minute break real quick.
Another break.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Real quick one.
Sorry, guys, another 5-minute
Technical
break.
difficulties.
That's okay. The last break was really quick.
Let's go live. Hey, everybody, we're live.
We're here.
Ready to go live.
Sorry, I lost my monster stat block and had to find it. It was behind my tablet. After I looked in every notebook I have. Anyways, allow me to introduce the dishwater elemental.
Yes.
Oh my.
Is this your new
Oh
monster?
yeah. Yeah, this is one of the
Love
homebrew
it.
monsters. Dishwater elemental.
Who drew that?
I drew that.
I
Great.
like it. I like
I'll
it.
pass it
Good
around.
job, Jesse.
How much did that take? How long did that take?
That's a little bro.
That is super cool. He's got a walk on his head.
I don't know how long it took
Broken
me to
dishes?
draw.
Oh, shit.
I didn't spend as much like.
It's like a horrifying
Freaking cool,
Frosty.
dude.
So you're really giving us hints to check it out.
Mhm.
love
That
it.
is awesome.
This-
You
this-
did that?
He's
I
got
drew
a
that.
cleaver
That's
for a mouth.
fantastic.
This rem-
Dishwater elemental.
yeah, this reminds me of a book I read when I was a kid about like you're in the like a cafeteria and like all the gross cafeteria food like created a monster, you know.
Sometimes that reminds me of
yeah,
my
that is
kitchen
so
sink.
great.
It reminds
amazing.
me
He
of
has a
my
bubbly
kitchen sink.
beard.
So here we go.
So is it erupted like that, or is it still like?
Life imitates art, right?
Minus the water on the
Stole
floor,
my
just the
hand.
mess in the sink.
Art imitates life. Sorry.
Dishwater elemental.
I love it, Jesse. That is awesome.
It
dude.
is. So here's Chris is like, it's a dish elemental. I'm like, write down notes, lead them astray. Don't let them know that they just guessed what you did. All
Well,
right,
you
dishwater
know, you said
elemental.
dirty dishes.
You all rolled for your initiative. We have a new initiative.
Yeah, we did.
I'll pass this around.
We're already done.
Oh, you're already good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
still
love
at
to reroll.
17.
I'm at 17. Valte's
I mean,
gonna go first.
would it be
I'm
better
gonna go
for you to
first.
dig through your alchemical supplies for a degreaser?
Something to break up dirty dishwater.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
have a bubble
Thank you for
gum.
that.
To
Thank you for
Lysol.
telling
Yeah.
me that right now. Thank you.
Do you have the bottle of Dawn?
The dishwater elemental has reared up and sees all of you here, and Mooney has like reached in, and like Mooney, you try to pull your hand out, and this thing's holding you, and like the dishes take form. A giant cauldron forms this pot belly of this elemental as it hangs over the edge. Water spills out everywhere, and with two broken dishes that like at first like they're angled so that they look sad,
Oh,
but then the
no.
broken dishes turn. And its angry eyes,
Yeah.
and like you pull your hand away,
Angry dishwater
and look,
eyes.
and the dishwater elemental is ready to attack. But in Pykel, you see like this monstrosity of dirty dishes and filthy, scummy water is like bringing its hand up, and in every finger you see that there is a fork, a knife, and a spoon, and it's ready to slash down on Mooney. And you,
I would like to run into the room.
Slashing prices.
Do it.
And can I do like a sleight of hand to attempt to like pull the drain out from the sink
With your hands?
with my hands?
That's what Mooney did. And he's stuck.
I suppose you have the movement speed to do it. You reach in there and you try to find the plug for the
Yeah,
sink.
right in the middle of it is where I came.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I rolling? Sleight of hand?
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh.
Come on, buddy.
So that's just that
You know,
modifier.
sleight of hand works. Let's do sleight of hand.
Hey,
Let's
just
not-
say you're stealthing as you do this.
I mean, it's just a dishwater
Okay,
elemental. Let's
that's
not
gonna
rain
be
on your
good.
So,
parade.
so sleight of
should be
hand.
proficient.
That's 23.
Yeah. You find an open drain.
Oh.
No.
But that was very clever thinking. I'm going to give you a DM inspiration because that was
Okay.
a good move.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Great.
Okay,
So I know why he's got broken dishes in his eyes. He got soap in it.
Stab it with your sword.
He got soap in his eyes.
Mooney's laughing.
He just reaches out.
He's like, oh, there's nothing there.
You're just numb to the violence at this point.
He's like,
The
what are
earth
you doing?
elemental, its broken dishes eyes like go the other way again, and then like the butcher knife for its mouth like turns and like it almost looks like it's smiling at you. It's replaced by a pair of tongs. It's
There
like
you go.
Oh, jeez.
So can I attempt to still attack with my rapier? Or so I moved and then I.
yeah, I'll let you go ahead and still attack with your rapier.
I mean, I have like fast hands, which I didn't know if that affected that. But okay, so I'll attack with the rapier. It's not very good. So 16.
16 is a hit.
Hey.
You feel that your rapier pierces through the water effortlessly, but you also feel it like bounce and clang off of all of the dirty dishes. And but you manage to hit, and you do how much damage?
I do 9.
Sneak attack.
I don't think I did because I put my
He
hand
has
in
an
the
ally
side.
within 5 feet, though.
Yeah.
He does
So
have an ally
you
within
could
5
sneak
feet.
attack.
Apply that sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Roll them
So
beautiful
then
6s.
eight.
Yeah, 6s.
Okay, so then that was 9. So 9. I guess that makes it
If you want, or you can roll
Yeah,
yours. I don't
sure. 9, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22 total?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes. Yes.
Got it.
And then can I, what is it, cunning action?
Cunning action.
Hide?
Hide or disengage? Disengage lets you run away from the monster without it hitting you back. Hide is if you are able to move to a spot where the monster can't see you, and then you can hide so it doesn't know where you
But it
are.
would get an opportunity attack if I try to hide.
If you run away without disengage, it gets an opportunity attack. But sometimes
Okay,
it's
yeah,
useful
I'm
to
going
hide.
to try to hide. And then I can uncanny dodge, right? Oh, that's, as a reaction.
Well, so you have to find cover.
Yeah.
There's a counter in the middle, isn't there like an
But
island?
as soon as you move out of his
Yeah.
radius, he's gonna punch you.
That's fine.
Okay.
And then can I uncanny dodge? Is that an option?
Uncanny dodge
As
is...
a reaction, I have damage from an attack. From an
Yeah.
attack
So if he
match.
gets hit, that's what he's saying. If he
Yeah.
gets hit, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'll
so
take an opportunity attack, and I will roll
Because I get opportunity.
a pathetic
you may have enough.
13.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
missed.
that
That's
does
great. I'm
not
just
hit.
trying to think of where he has cover with his
Oh,
movement.
yeah, because you already moved.
He moved a lot.
Okay.
If
so-
he has any, he can just barely jump to this side of the table.
Yeah, but that's a countertop
That's a
that goes, spans the wall.
Can't he just drop down and hide?
Yeah, like on the other side of the counter.
He's got to break line of sight, and the counter is against the wall.
No, sorry, man.
So it's like
Okay.
it's just a right angle
Yeah.
straight down.
See, look at the pictures. See?
Yeah. I see.
It's illustrated for a reason because I was thinking to myself, I was like, hey,
Duck
you know,
into
we
the
got that new
fireplace.
player, and I
Yeah.
think that
Fire
he's
in
going
there?
to hide, so fuck him.
I was just about
Ah.
Well,
So
I mean,
knowing
so
that-
he moves away from out of his 5 feet of.
I love it.
I mean, like he just moves back. One.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
creature missed.
Okay.
So you're okay.
So you still have a bonus action. Because you can't hide.
Okay.
You got a hand crossbow?
He can dash, I think,
I have
right?
a bow. No, I don't have a hand.
Or
I don't have
dodge.
a hand crossbow.
No.
Dodge, duck, dive, dip.
No,
Sorry.
that costs
Dodge.
key to do that. He can dash, disengage, and
Dash and disengage or hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my bonus.
so you can dash and get 30 more feet, man, and just book
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'll dash kind of like behind, around this
Rogue's the
counter,
best. Shake it.
or around the island. That is like an island.
Yeah, hide behind the fucking crypt, yeah.
No, I see him go over, like stab it, try to grab
Yeah.
something out of it, and then like
Reaches for the plug and says, ah, shit.
Yeah,
Yeet.
turn this around.
His hand comes up empty except for like a spoon, and you're like,
What
is that how you do it?
And he stabs
It's
it.
like a spoon
One
and a bunch
spoon
of
at a time?
hair and like all that other gross stuff that
So
comes
much
along with
grease.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hair?
Stabs
What
it
is
right.
wrong with the dishes at your house?
You don't live with females? Get out of here. Don't.
In
no,
the
I don't want to hear
You're
dish
telling
that.
me you don't get any of that
There's
hair?
hair everywhere
Yeah, no, I get
at my
that.
house,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, anyway.
People washing hair in the dish, or washing hair in the
Wash
sink.
your hair.
We can have a whole show about it. I'm
What-
fine.
Anyway.
What I do with my kitchen sink is my business.
Your hair, wash the dishes.
All right. Pike hole.
Yeah.
No, it's in
Mad
there like
Mooney.
this.
Sink shaming around
I
here.
finally see that fate has smiled upon Mooney.
Yeah, boy.
He
God.
reaches down and grabs a big
Look,
bag that he's been keeping
hair.
on his side for the longest time, and he's never had a chance to use it. And he pulls it and raises upon high, and he basically grabs it and rips it in half on himself.
Oh.
I'm covered in flour.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Clog the drain.
I'm gonna try to jump at it and grapple it with all this flour on me, and I'm gonna try to make it so the flour mixes in with the water.
Yeah.
You're gonna get clumpy, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
With
love
my grapple
John, he's so
attack,
awesome.
do I hit with a 14?
That was a spoon.
It's an opposed check. Grapples are opposed.
They are opposed. What was your D20 roll plus what for athletics?
Oh, athletics? Ooh, still,
Those are
it's a little
spoons
bit
clashing.
lower. It's a 15. No, God, I'm doing that terribly today. I'm sorry, guys. 13, guys.
I got a 17, but
That's okay.
the
Let's
water
do attacks.
elemental chooses to fail.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
It chooses to fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
probably a good idea.
Because he's gonna embrace it.
Yeah, do I get into him?
You are
yeah,
in the
all
water
up into
elemental.
him.
You are in it.
This
You are
about
so
to be
in
a
it.
gravy elemental, buddy.
All right, yeah.
I need some butter.
Now that I'm inside of him, right? I'm like,
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
okay.
Is it wet
Now that I'm
or
inside.
dry?
Yeah, no, he's all.
I don't even
you're all
wanna know what
lumped
chip
up in
is.
there.
Yeah, right. I'm like red crust.
I'm so glad my Twitch is lagging, so I don't want to.
What?
14 plus.
You don't know what people are saying right
You
now?
pass
he's
it.
all up
If
in
you
it.
got a plus, then you're a monk. You pass it. As you jump into the elemental, you pass the dex save. You try to grapple the creature, and it kind of involves you just like you're inside. As all of you look, you see Mooney is jumped into this mass of water and dirty dishes, and the elemental is like kind of like brings him in a little bit more, and he's like sitting inside the cauldron on the inside of this soapy, mucusy water elemental.
Every so often, his mouth comes out for
You're
air.
up next.
We'll get to that part later. Although
Right.
he's a lizard folk, so he's
For
got
real.
like what, 15 minutes?
Dude, he can hold his breath for hours.
15 minutes, long enough.
So
You look right at home.
Yeah, I use
for
my
the dishes.
my powdered fist and I start punching wildly. Ooh, a 17
Beautiful.
plus 7, so 24.
That's a hit.
What a great battle. I like your monster.
Oh, it's 6 damage.
It's just fun. It's a fun monster.
Oh, I need somebody to stand by me so I get advantage.
I can get in the room.
I think a 10. Not even a 10. No. Anyway, doesn't. I missed with my last attack. I'm just
The
swinging
first
wildly.
one, the first one hit though, right?
That's my second attack.
Okay,
I did 3 there total.
got it.
The grapple, which was a special.
So it's a flurry.
No, it's a action,
Which is a bonus action.
and then it's my second
Yeah,
attack,
yeah,
and then a bonus action.
Got it. Mooney is on the inside punching dishes.
Grapple
You
from
see
the
him like,
attack
"Gah!"
Yes,
and he
absolutely.
punches through no less than 6 plates, shattering them into glass. if you knew that he couldn't hold his breath for 15 minutes, you might be concerned.
Right. But he's smiling.
Lizard
He's
man
smiling.
in water.
Yeah,
What are you
this is like Mooney's moment.
He's like, yeah!
Born for this.
Balthazar.
I'm going first.
Oh yeah, it's actually
We both have 17.
we both rolled the same thing, so we decided Nakama can go.
Well, that's
forgot
not what
about
my
that.
initiative tracker says.
Sorry.
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 He asked, guys.
Maybe
is
I'll
this all
get you a
set?
donut later.
I did.
Yeah.
So I'm going to enter the room. And I will position myself right here. And I will swing away with... I'm still raged, right?
No.
No. Okay, well, I will
You can, though.
take another rage. Okay. I will rage
What do you have,
again.
4?
I have 4.
You're good.
I will relentless attack as my Nakma's rage, in case nobody knows. 10 feet radius around him, smells ozone-y, positive ion, electrical, static charges in the air. He's got silver tips on his horns.
Dude, can all your hair just get all like super
I was
big?
just gonna say that, actually.
awesome.
I was also gonna say that the lightning passes through his eyes,
Yeah.
back and forth now.
Like Raiden.
Yeah.
And yes,
So-
his mane does stand up straight
That's
on his
awesome.
back, and he has a
You
mohawk.
you might want to see somebody about your mad cow disease.
I know. I love it. It feels good, does it? Two twos.
Double
With
deuces.
advantage.
Double deuces. You know what? Sometimes you're gonna miss. It's destined.
You swing
Get a
through
10.
the water elemental, and the creature like shifts its bulk. You hear the sound of dirty dishes and as your axe just like slices through, and the elemental itself is like
Moves.
like the tongs disappear, and it goes back to like butcher's keeper. Just it doesn't like that you're attacking it.
Oh. Well, shit.
Do it
Whatever.
again.
Oh, here, let's shock it and see what happens.
Deck save.
Okay, thank you. I'll use my.
What are you talking about?
I'm inside of him.
For what?
Let the DM say that. What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure he read my monster stat block.
Did he save or no?
He rolled a deck save, 18.
He saved.
Does he take the damage?
3 points.
3 points. Mooney takes half of that.
Yeah, with evasion.
You can't take half of one.
Yeah. Sorry, Mooney.
Get out of there!
Like the electricity numbs your nerves a little.
Well, I could use my evasion to make so I take no damage.
21 hit.
All right,
Yeah.
21 is a hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Well done, sir.
Get
Well
it.
done.
Get it.
I'm staying right where I'm at.
Okay,
This water stinks.
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
That last attack that you
Yes.
did with your 9 damage.
Yes.
Mooney's inside. You strike him as well.
Ow! Ow! How much?
Half of 9.
Oh. With my 21 AC?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, okay, yeah, you have a higher AC.
He does.
Did
What did you roll to hit?
You're on it.
Higher than 21?
Oh shit.
I didn't hit him.
No,
Thank-
what
no.
was the total?
I don't remember.
Is the 20 still out there?
I see a couple of numbers.
I'll take the damage, guys. It's cool.
I can't remember what I rolled.
No, but good on you, Jesse, for thinking about it like
We
that.
will.
It wasn't 21. It wasn't.
We'll let
21.
it slide. I don't think it was 21 either. I think he barely hit it
I
this
think so
time.
too. I think it was.
So don't write that down.
That's cool to think about, though. Like, if it hits the monster, but it doesn't hit you. I like that. Okay, so Balthazar.
Yeah, go.
Balthazar.
I need to move forward.
I'd like to, before you do, I was going to say before things got all caught up, when Mooney runs into this room, I would assume that Balthazar and I, like, wander towards the door a little bit.
Oh, we definitely.
I'm not
going
gonna
to
just, like, let him disappear in that room.
Wild card.
Well, I understand that, but do you or Balthazar need to have done that before you attacked? Or
Yeah,
or you
I
guys?
No, I'm just saying, I wanted to dispute where I was at the start of this battle.
I'd like
Where
to
do you
be a
wanna be?
little closer.
just a little,
Yeah.
like,
a little
would've
closer.
started
I'll let you
wandering
be a little
closer.
closer, but I
Yeah.
won't let you be in the room.
Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean,
say
I
I-
would have like started walking that
Can I
direction.
start like here?
Sure.
Okay.
And I'll be next to you.
Okay. So.
Hey, my elemental.
10. I peek through the door. Can I see the elemental?
Yeah.
Cool. That's 15 feet of movement for me right there. You know what? I'm coming in the room.
I'm coming out of the ooh.
5, 10, 15. I'm headed this way. Gosh, dude.
Yeah. What kind of damage is it vulnerable to?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that I can hurt it, but how much am I gonna hurt Mooney in the process?
Come on, man. Bread me.
Yeah. 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Bacon.
You're trying. You're trying to bread
Yeah,
him.
bake me.
This time I like put both hands on the armillary sphere and I
I'm gonna
actually
bake it.
sort of pull it out like this, and there's like an illusion of it, and both beams just sort of come out.
Shake and bake it.
Probably 2 hits.
Good roll.
Over 20. Or a 20 for the 13.
20 or higher hit.
Okay.
I use my free action. Needs more flour.
Right.
Nobody can hear that. Here, drink whatever is in your cups, fill your mouth, and then try to say, needs more water.
Oh shit.
There you
Yeah,
go.
don't
Close your
find your
character
notebook,
book.
Though, yeah.
Yeah. Watch out, everyone. John's about to spill.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't do
You
it,
know you're
John.
gonna spill
Don't
it.
do it,
Be a
John.
geyser.
You're not. We don't want. No. 34 damage, Jesse. Yeah.
Force
My
damage.
splash
Blam,
shield.
blam, 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 blam.
Blasted him.
Yeah, just
And you
out of
say
the mouth
something
of
memorable.
Alabar, and I'm like, Mooney, if you develop another rashy itch from this, I told you, we're out of the cream Impa gave us.
One of the attacks did 20, the other attack was over 20, so Mooney takes half of one of those.
So the first one was 19.
You said 20. You said one of them was 20 and the other
No,
one
no,
was...
I'm talking about damage. The first.
Okay.
But yeah,
Damage.
no, you're correct.
It was
One was
empty.
20 and one was 21.
Yeah. One
Since
was
you're-
20 and one
Since
was
you're
21.
rolling your attacks and not your attack and damage at the same time, I'll say even number, high number, odd number, low number. Sound good?
Okay. Yes. Is that a
Odd
one?
number.
That crazy elfin dice.
Low number, you said?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I smited. I
Yes, you
smited your
did.
dice.
Smited the elfin.
I forget that my leg hurts and I use it.
It's 13 for the
13.
lower one, so half or whatever.
He doesn't take half of 4. Well, yeah, he'll take half of 7.
Yeah.
But it's force. If that makes any difference.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think in DM terms, which is like different. Half of 7.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, so monster, tell me what I'm gonna do. Your turn.
Monster goes. It sees that
Like, what, two?
it's got a lizard folk like tucked away in a cauldron in his belly, and it's like.
Monster.
Friend?
Who wants to wash dishes no more?
There's only one
Anyway, sorry. I'm not gonna do that.
Son of a.
What's happening here?
Well,
Where's Palm Olive when you need her? Match.
Everybody knows that we need Dawn.
I know, right? Dawn always cuts a grease. We need Red Dawn.
Red Dawn number
Red
5.
Son Dawn.
it
Yeah.
already has Mooney, and so all it does is now Mooney. Now that you're on the inside, it actually enforces that, and now you are restrained on the inside.
Oh goodness.
I thought Mooney had it.
Do I make a save?
Yeah, you're gonna make a strength saving throw. 15.
Strength. I can't use my acrobatics or athletics.
Is that
The stat block says strength, and that's actually not from my own making. This is from the monster manual for a normal water elemental.
Okay. That's a total of 16.
He passed it, so you're
Good
not
roll.
restrained. And if you want, you could even leave the elemental at this time and appear outside. Okay, so you
so?
stay
Is that
inside.
that's considered an attack, correct?
Oh, like right now, my turn I can? Like this?
If you wish to, at like it's trying to restrain you, you could stay. You could move out if you felt like.
Yeah,
and
but that's
appear.
my turn, right?
No, right now as a free action, you can appear outside of it.
Yeah.
You reach out.
It gives
Is
birth
that
to
considered
Mooney on
an
one
attack?
side.
Just covered in
Yeah.
like
No,
Grease.
flour.
Flowery
I don't
grease.
believe it.
So that was not an attack.
No, at this
that was
point.
not an attack
missed
because he was already inside.
Yep.
It has an attack to do something like that, but that's not the case. It will instead use multi-attack. Mooney escapes, and it does not like that, so it makes one of those attacks against him. That's a natural 20. With its
Natural 20!
with its large like dishes, a rolling pin, and everything making up its arm, it strikes at you. You see a butcher knife, a large fork, and a spoon slash at you sideways, and they strike and they hit you as you escape from the elemental matrix of the creature.
I can use my reaction and make an attack against this creature now.
Hold on. He's still got to do damage, and then
Okay.
you can do your reaction. It is 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 29 bludgeoning damage.
Beautiful.
And
That's a lot.
4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 piercing damage.
I think we just lost Mooney.
You just got forked.
Stick a fork in him. Stick a
Is,
fork in him.
is Mooney done?
No, Moody's still standing.
No way!
Yes.
However,
door.
like what you just said, stick a fork in him because, like, boing, right in the middle of Mooney's forehead, there is a fork of dirty dishes.
Ouch.
And it uses its other attack to strike out at Nakmal, who is right in front of him. And it makes an attack on Nakmal. And it's a natural 1.
Miss? Excellent.
Yeah, natural 1. Yeah, I got a crit and a critical miss.
Beautiful.
Mooney gets to hit, Nakma gets to hit you.
I get a reaction.
You get a reaction.
Whack-a-mole.
That is what my
Natural.
elven die do.
Fucking 20.
Ah!
You can't do
Oh.
advantage though. Reckless doesn't count if it's not on your turn.
No, but I'm next to him.
Doesn't. He's not flanking either.
So which one counts?
I mean, it's
So which one
Right
counts?
angle.
Want me to roll it over?
yeah. You should.
Yeah, you should, because
Nice.
is it better?
Good hit. Good hit. Good hit.
Yeah.
What, Badger?
20?
What did he say?
Would somebody please remove these cutlery from my knees?
Yes. Yes. Is that quote? 20. I love it.
20 hits?
20 hits.
Wow. Look at all.
Don't you stab yourself in the leg with
Stevicus
that
is
knife.
rewarding your 20.
Yay!
I did 16 points of damage, max damage, and
Thank you,
it
Steve.
also
More than enough, my friend. Thank
the
you.
creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Yeah, Sentinel. Sentinel. Hell yeah.
All right.
Sentinel
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's use them feet, baby.
16
Use them
points of
feet.
damage.
He
and
can't move
movement
now.
speed
What's
is 0
up?
till the rest of the turn.
As the creature strikes out, and after it had struck Mooney, that's when you attack, and
Yes.
your axe comes straight down, severing the connection of water from its form to its body, and dirty dishes just fall, and that's why there's a fork stuck in Mooney's forehead, and like the creature,
Hold on.
like the dirty dishes and the walk of the creature look down, like look,
Right?
Yes.
and that's when it attacks you and misses, as you were ready for it. That is the monsters.
Get him, Pikel!
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, Cyrano.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw from Mooney.
He's outside of
To be
him.
discerned.
He took damage from the elemental.
Uh-oh.
Alright,
from
Mooney
the
got
elemental.
a 12.
As the creature struck you with its watery, soapy, dirty, grimy limb, soap water got in your eyes, and you are now blind. You are blinded from the soap until the end of the water elemental's next turn.
Man.
Yes.
What the heck?
What
That's
the heck?
super cool.
I thought of everything.
That's great.
That is Cyrano, it is your turn.
That's
Hey, I'm outside of this.
Hey.
Oh, I've got legendary actions. Oh, crap.
Do it then.
And they go at the end of someone's turn.
I should have been doing them this entire time.
Do it now.
No, I'll follow the rules. End of another creature's turn.
Go ahead. It's the end of your turn.
Just like
No, not
the
its
real
turn.
his
dishes.
turn.
Nobody ever does them, right? The legendary
Right,
actions, the real
right,
dishes, they never get done.
Oop, I got a typo in here.
No, its movement speed is 0 for the rest of the turn. Have at it, boys.
Yeah, it's my turn. Hold on.
It hasn't moved.
I'm looking up. I'm looking up what the potion of vitality does. Sorry.
It does a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading it.
You wanna use
So,
that right now?
do I have the intelligence enough to know what's afflicting him? Is it a disease or a poison?
Yeah, Mooney just got water in his eyes. He's like, it stings!
Jesus.
Right?
Like he blasted just
It's like soapy.
Oh man.
Close your second lid, Mooney. Your second eyelids.
Like they're all
Close
blinking.
them.
Just bubbles.
He's got bubbly eye.
Your eyes are blowing bubbles as
I
you.
gave you a visual cue. The dishwater elemental has bubbles on
This
it.
is definitely
I
not
see the
Johnson's
bubbles.
and Johnson's, no tears!
I seen the bubbles.
It's not Johnson and Johnson.
Not.
said it was, but it's not. It's not. It's not the no cry kind.
Tears.
Just don't have enough.
Dog shampoo.
Support is by far the hardest role, you guys.
It is.
It's by far the hardest.
Support's hard.
Hey man, sometimes you can't help but
really
wish for the
hard being
person
the
who
jock
accidentally
strap.
started everything.
Okay, so I dash. I run over to here. And I am going to stand there. Next to everybody. Well, yeah.
Well.
I want to be next to Mooney. Yeah, alright, I'm going to stand next to Mooney in case he goes down. I'm done.
Okay.
I can't do anything except for dash.
Okay.
I don't want to waste a spell slot if you're not on the ground.
Pikeo.
Yeah.
Pikel.
Okay, I'll just shoot it now.
Good news, Mooney's not in there anymore.
Yeah.
But you have advantage because you're hidden.
Yeah, it's 0 movement.
You're hidden.
Oh, that's a
he
good-
wasn't hidden.
No, I
He
was
had to
not
dash,
in.
my bad.
Yeah, I
but
do
there's
get sneak
people
attack,
around.
right?
Oh yeah.
You do get sneak
Yeah,
attack.
but it's not advantage.
Well,
Well,
that's a hit.
I rolled a 17. So
Woo!
plus,
Yes.
24 hit.
yep.
Big money. Big
Yeah.
money.
Okay. So that's 1d6 plus 4.
What's
which
all
is-
these guys?
Yeah, so 8 plus 20. No, 12. 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
20.
20?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
9, 10,
yep,
11,
yep, yep.
12. Plus,
Yep, right.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue's the best.
Love it. Love it.
20 damage.
Yeah.
30 damage.
Nice. Excellent. An arrow flies forth as you duck from behind and stand back up from the frozen stone. And an arrow pierces through, shatters a couple of dishes on the inside of the elemental, and then like out the back, and it's protruding out the back of the creature. It like turns, and you see it. There's a tendril of water that's holding the arrow, and
Oh,
it sucks it back in.
Okay.
But you did
bonus
your damage.
action.
Yeah, to hide.
Hide.
I'll now duck down.
Now you duck down, and now you hide.
Yep.
Mad Mooney, you are right next to the dishwater elemental.
I can't see it anyway. I yell out, "You're all washed up!"
Yes.
And I start punching
Yes.
with disadvantage.
Go, Bubby.
Oh.
That's a miss.
Yep.
Next.
18?
That's a hit.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yes.
I hit a plate.
You hit the walk.
Ooh, 6. So 11 damage.
Nice.
That's magic.
Outstanding. Good shot.
One more to go.
Bonus action?
Ooh, last one misses.
Last one misses.
We're
One of those
saving
attacks
our key
strikes
points.
true as you strike in and you punch dirty dishes, breaking the composition of the dishwater elemental. Nakma.
Alright. Splatter the water.
No, 20.
Your reckless attack.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I have
Yes.
not been rolling twice against you because of reckless attack.
When did you attack him?
I attacked him last
did.
round.
And the last
miss?
creature, too.
I did.
He did
Yeah.
miss.
Probably shouldn't have.
Probably shouldn't have.
Fuck.
Roll a saving throw for my 6. I got another 6.
Wow, at 0? Hell yeah, max
Got total full-on
damage.
double
I
damage.
30,
failed it. I failed it.
32, 38
Monstrous
points of damage.
Fuck.
Yahoo!
Yes. Oh my god. You still have
Trying
another
to empty the
attack?
sink.
Mm-hmm.
You have one more attack.
Using my axe to empty the sink.
Nice.
Hit the
Alright.
forks. Use the
Alright.
forks,
What's that movie
Nagma.
with Polly Short? The
forks.
dishes are done.
No,
man.
that was
Next
when I was
attack.
Adventures of Babysitting.
Yes, the pictures of
Next
babies
attack
when they
is-
shoot all the dishes. Yeah.
20. Just a normal 20.
You got one
Dirty
more
20.
attack?
Yeah, I got 2 attacks.
Okay. That's a hit.
Ooh, less damage, but still good. Still.
Did you do electric damage on that first
The
shot?
first one I did, I
You
got
did?
6.
Was it maximized?
Yeah, he rolled a
Nice,
6.
dude.
Yeah.
He rolled a 6 on top of it being max
Yes.
for the d20,
Yeah.
and it was only 30 damage. Are you sure?
It was
Just let him finish his turn.
plus the
Sorry.
6. It was 38, I said.
Just let-
It's a lot.
Do your turn.
Yes, thank you. 2.
Siri knows over there. Are you sure that that's all you could do? I see that you cleaved the
9
monster in half. Are you
just
sure you
9
couldn't cleave him into quarters?
9 points of damage.
How does he die?
The monster is dead?
I just keep emptying the sink. Get in the sink. Take a
Dirty,
walk
shattered dishes, pots and pans, a rolling pin, cutlery, and everything
Walk goes flying.
flies in all
torch
different
tears.
directions. And the creature, like every time you sever a limb, it just has that much less water, and it
Damn,
drops
it's like
and
being
drops
on
and
sinking
cuts
ship.
down to the point where you finally get like a tiny little dishwater elemental, and there's just a single spoon on the inside that looks like its head, and it like starts to just crawl away, and it tries to
Beautiful.
escape on the countertop.
Nice.
It falls into a crack and disappears. Leaves the spoon behind.
I kind of like sit on the counter and I'm like, I'm feeling a little watered down.
That is it.
Cool.
For that monster.
I liked your monster.
I like the soapy blankets.
I did too. I like that. That's the best.
I was actually curious about what those legendary actions were. We'll have to find another one again sometime.
I might bring it back. They weren't.
Yes.
They weren't really anything special. It was just more damage to make this encounter harder.
Right. Should we bother at least searching this room preliminarily? Those of you with high perception searches?
I grab as much flour as I
Yeah, I
can
can
and
check
stick it inside my bag.
You're covered in dough. Greasy, nasty, scummy, dirty dishwater dough.
Oh my
Right.
God, Mooney, come here. Come here. And I'll prestidigitate him clean.
Like a little whirlwind flies across his body and shakes it off like he's some sort of wet dog. And flies across everything. Wet, stinky, fatty dough batter sticks to the walls, the ceiling, the floor, and everything else except for a small circle around Mooney. Some of it gets in your
Climbed
mouth.
through a dish elemental and came out clean.
Roll
Yeah.
it back.
Don't swallow.
I got 20, I don't know, 22 on perception check. Looking around.
Searching through this room, you see that the room itself, most of the stuff in here is very kitchen appropriate. You see that there is a small area considered a pantry. There is food in there, carrots, apples, vegetables, as well as the platter with all the meat. Some of it is actually very fine meat, nicely marbled steak and slices of meats. But you notice that the stone itself, on top of it, where everything's frozen, it's a different stone. It's separate from the pedestal.
Oh shit! Can I grab it?
Well, you look at it and you're moving it, and it's moving and adjusting. And as you do so, you realize that the inside itself is actually not. The lid itself is not what's magical. You open it up, and on the inside there is a single ball of ice that's kind of floating,
wow.
suspended in the center.
Oh shit!
It
It's
just
a
does
magic
this.
ball of ice.
And like you can feel the cold emanating off of
Wow.
this. In fact, you kind of reach out for it, but like the closer you get, it's like,
Too cold.
it begins to ache and feel and hurt. So you gather up this ball of ice in a sack, it looks like, and
The bag holding.
bag of holding.
That would have been
And-
nice, like a little bit ago.
The ice?
Yeah.
Oh no
toss it
shit!
in.
Oh man, that would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Always check the
No,
room.
grab it,
yourself.
put it into the golem, and whatever.
Not that it would have made any difference, but because if the dishwater elemental freezes, it loses its legendary actions.
No, there you go.
Oh shit.
So it
Very cool.
wouldn't have made a difference.
So you
'cause I
put it in the
forgot
room for us to find. Thank you. That's awesome.
That's cool.
So
I'll investigate it later, but
the ball, you notice that the ball of ice is extremely cold. It is negative 50 degrees
Holy
Fahrenheit. And
Aye, aye, aye.
and just being in kind of an area creates essentially a freezer effect to keep
Right.
things
that's
frozen.
really cool.
There you are. You have
Beautiful. Got a refrigerator.
Really cool.
Very cool.
you have Pasteur's ball of Everfrost.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Brilliant.
That's yours.
Get out of here.
Louis
We're about to get a
Pasteur's ball of
carriage, so
Everfrost.
hang on to that because we can install
a
that
connection
with
with
that
this
for
one.
any fridge in there. You know what
Okay, good beer.
I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's how you make a magic item on the spot.
On my
Louis,
other side.
Louis Pasteur's ball of Everfrost. So, you
Brilliant.
don't find anything else in this room. There's
Okay.
food. There's a lot of food. A lot of it is very fine food.
I'm eating.
You guys ready to go to the third
eating.
floor?
No,
Your
we
eye
have
is bleeding out.
This last room is the one we're hearing voices from.
I'm just saying, that, like, if anybody of you wants to write it down, there's enough food in here that you could keep it long enough and fresh enough for up to 10 days of
Okay,
food
10
for
days
your
rations.
own character.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Each.
take one of my
Each.
healing potions.
Oh shoot.
Okay, yeah. I guess I got it.
The guy, whoever the elf is, he's got money. His larder is stocked. He's got all the chicken nuggets.
Not anymore.
We need to
just
finish
stole his
searching this
refrigerator.
floor, my friends. I know we wish to travel up farther, but we need to make sure there's no further threats.
Alright. I'm good. I'm up to 9 health.
Agreed.
Let's do
Oh my
this.
god.
I'm not saying we have to spend a bunch of time down here, but
Nope, I'm ready. Let's do this.
I feel
Should
like
I,
I should.
should
I
I
feel
like
like I should
stealth
heal
open
him.
the next door?
Yeah,
Because
go
this is the
ahead.
one
Nekma, you
we've
look
heard
delicious
voices
right
from.
now.
An excellent question, and I would answer
Stop
you
looking
if
at
I
my
was your
butt.
party member.
Yeah, that was to the.
My
That
tail.
wasn't.
Hey
I
man,
guess I
like,
wasn't
you don't need
for
the
you.
whole
I
thing,
know.
right?
I know.
Okay.
I need it
Okay,
all.
what's
Just give
going
me
on?
one bite.
They just
Should
don't
I,
hear
should
you.
I,
One
should I
bite.
stealth
The
open the
human.
next door?
Hold on.
Give him a second.
They taste better.
He needs all of his fingers to count.
I need to heal him first.
Okay.
You don't need his
Um,
toes.
Walking up, I administer one of my potions, which is the first level spell. 3, and so that's 4 plus 5, so that's 9.
I'm up to 18.
And then I do a second level cure wounds, which is that's an 8, nice, and a 6, fantastic. So that's 8, 6, that's 14 plus another 5, 19.
Nice, dude.
All together?
Yeah,
no,
no 19 more.
another 19.
9
28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 19.
And this, for everyone who's watching, this is just a matter of me. I'm just grabbing different chemicals, powders, liquids, mixing them together and slamming them into his wounds. Some of them in his mouth, some of them in his wounds. And it's like I'm
Take
moving.
2 of these and get some rest.
I'm moving as fast as I can, just slamming and battle patching and
Yeah, it's just like juicing.
yeah, right. Take this. Are we? Do we
It's
need,
NFL Blitz. Let's do this.
do we need more? I have more.
No, Moody's
Got some waterproof band-aids on.
Okay.
Some waterproof
I will be
band-aids.
sure to pick you up if you fall down.
Rondo.
This guy.
It's what plans need.
What was in that
You
water?
all have been doing great in this battle. With the sap monster, with Genesis, with everything that happened below, the 1,000 refugees, the elves. You have had a tough time pronouncing Sharafala, Cyrano, and it has been difficult for you. And I respect that. You, my friend, Mooney, what
So
a
true.
challenge. I don't know what you were thinking, but I am proud of you for it. Nekma, you sliced that creature in so many pieces. You, my friend, deserve to feel so much more fortified than you do right now.
Oh.
Come here. Come see Uncle
You need to
Taz.
hug Big Papa.
I give you a big hug. Bring it in,
I knew
everybody.
it. I knew you'd come
Bring it
through.
in. Pikel, elbows. That's right. We're
Go
all
hug for the
going
new
to be
guy.
doing so much better now than we were before. And break. You guys get your tipper hit points.
Okay, 11.
How many?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah. It's 11.
I thought you used that already today.
No, I didn't. I
He
He
tried to
tried
use
to,
it,
and I told him no.
but
Oh,
yeah.
I had it written down on my sheet, but okay. 11. Which means I was wrong, not you.
Cheater, cheater,
I was
pumpkin
wrong.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Why is that an
Level
insult?
plus
What's
my
wrong with
charisma
eating
modifier.
pumpkin?
So 8,
What's
9,
wrong with
10, 11,
cheating?
13 temporary hit points, my friends.
Ooh.
1, 2,
Fair.
3,
It's
4,
not fair.
5. All of us get
That's
it.
what's wrong.
Yeah.
How many?
13.
Oh, you leveled up.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that took 10 minutes, though. Sorry.
No, yeah.
No, don't be sorry for helping your people. Shut up. Go home.
Go home.
All right, one more door, guys. Let's do this.
121 hit
Just 2
points.
more. We've only gone into 2 rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, it will take
And a whole
us
tower.
8 more sessions to get to the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty par for the course for us, so, you know, whatever. But we killed it. Breach?
Yeah, you open up the next door. I hear that actually Pikel was trying to say something.
I
Yes.
was,
It
gonna
was.
I was gonna stealth into it.
He did say
Okay.
Because this is the room we hear voices from.
Yeah.
This is the room you hear voices from.
Okay, so you attempt to open the door silently.
Yes.
What should he roll before you roll?
13.
What do you roll before?
Inspiration.
Stealth.
Oh, okay. Slide ahead.
Stealth.
Stealth.
That's what he said.
It doesn't matter.
Total
It's
of
the same
13?
modifier, yeah, 13.
And you get up to the door and you pull it, you open it. Beep. Hoping it doesn't squeak.
Yeah.
You pull. Sounds about oiled. The door opens. Get to the edge, kind of look to the side.
Arrow to the eye.
What you see is what looks like a dining room table with multiple chairs all around. There is plates of all kinds of different things of food all around. And teapots. Lots and lots of teapots. And animals standing or sitting on stools around the table about all of these teapots.
Be our guest.
Okay.
You.
I guess I close the door and
He's like, yep.
look at all you
F
guys.
that.
Like, oh, yeah. Oh, and I relay the information. Yeah.
Okay.
The table.
So they are enchanted? This could be fantastic.
You saw 4 animals in particular. You saw a badger,
Yes!
a cat,
Now we have to go.
a goat, and a raven.
A badger, a cat.
And they're having a good time.
Yeah. In fact, like as he opened it up, you could hear them talking,
Should
and
we
you heard one of
bother?
them was like, "And then I climbed the mighty mountain." And like, oh, please,
Cat
do
and
stop all that the dreary singing.
And a raven.
Should we bother them?
Let's check the
Yeah.
other room first.
Oh, okay.
There is no
At
other
least
room.
know what's in it.
Oh, you mean
There
that
is
room?
one
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Gonna piss off a badger.
Sure, you can check that up.
So we all rotate clockwise.
Yeah.
Start playing transitional music.
Nothing going on in there. Yeah. Nothing to
Great,
see
guys.
here, folks.
Awesome.
Just
I'm gonna put that on a tape and
4
sell it.
talking
Yeah.
animals.
You go up to the other door. What do you do?
Should I stealth into that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
you should.
Okay.
Always stealthing. Always stealthing. Much
Okay,
better.
20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Not natural, but
That's all right.
Yeah.
You look around the corner. You get to the door. You open it up, and you see what looks to be. You see 3 beds,
Oh.
some chests, personal effects. There's art on the wall of some kind of paintings, oil on canvas, you believe. There's a table, some chairs. It almost looks like somebody's bedroom, but it looks very, very modest. This particular area of the tower is far less decorated and far less expensive looking. The beds themselves being almost nothing more than a cot.
oh,
The
Like,
chests.
Servants' quarters, perhaps?
Well, he's looking through the door, not you.
yeah. I guess I come back and kind of relay that in the effect that it's not as nice as pretty much the rest of the house. But do we think we should detect magic in this room since there's been magical encounters in about every other room?
Sure. Give me 10 minutes.
Yes, give me 10 minutes.
The 2 of them start competing, like who can cast and detect magic faster.
It's a race.
I mean, honestly.
Balthazar gives Cyrano the head start.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Cyrano will beat me.
Yeah, sure. I'll run in this middle of this room and start casting. You got to give me 10 minutes. You guys can keep doing shit.
I'll have Zach start searching it, I guess.
Zach Thwitz opens up. You open the door a little bit. He
You wanna check
steps
the next
in.
level?
I'm assuming
sure.
invisible.
Yes.
Okay.
Always invisible unless
Yeah,
I
you go there first.
say otherwise, if that's fair.
Yeah, I thought we can go right
sure.
past it. The stairs keep going up.
As Zach Thwitz goes in, you look about. You see that there are beds. Most of them are made. One of them is not kept up very well. The blankets and everything are kind of moved about, and the bed was unmade. There's a couple of tables. You see a chess set. It's a very simple chess set, just carved out of wood. Books, personal effects. Nothing really interesting until Zach Thwitz comes to an area where he comes around a table, and there's a scuttle of movement. Catches your attention. Zach Thwitz turns and looks at it, and from what you can see, there was a foot, what looks like a dark foot, humanoid, disappears behind what looks like a chest, as if somehow somebody hears or senses that there is somebody else in a room, because while invisible, he did not make a stealth check.
And I was in here.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
And is it a detached foot, like an Addams Family foot?
So help me understand. Is it something invisible? Something he caught a glimpse of?
He caught a glimpse of a foot, and like it was sticking out from behind a chest, and then it moves, as if somebody is trying to hide behind a chest that is kind of against a wall and between one of the beds.
Zachlitz relates this information to me, and I tell my friends someone is in there. They are hiding. I do not think this is a fight situation. I'd like to go in there and speak with them.
This is part of the 10 minutes you're doing this?
Yes, during the 10 minutes.
No, he skipped the 10. He's doing the
I'm
10
doing.
magic.
He's not.
Okay.
I will go with you to try to talk to him.
Okay. I will walk in following Zachlitz.
I mean, I'm pretty scared.
And I will speak out in common. Greetings. We know that you are here hiding. If you mean us no harm, then please come out so we may speak with you, and you can go on your way after we speak. Persuasion check. 16.
All right. Yeah, 16 is good enough. It wasn't gonna be, but you hear back from a corner of the room, just kind of like almost a whispered voice returns to you. Vanya Suli, Lena Belegotto, Liana Nanavimini Ale, Ataratanili, Tula Hamanavia.
Is it Elven? I speak Elven.
It's Elven.
And I went with him.
You hear the sound of somebody speaking Elven, and this particular person is saying, basically, you didn't hear enough because you didn't go into the room, but you heard a couple of words.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Me, yeah.
But then you heard all of it. It was like, is that potentially a friend, a savior, somebody who has come to end the madness of the tower, someone who has come to put a stop to all of this?
I say, yes, that is our purpose. Come on out. I have food for you.
Wow.
We have destroyed the monsters in the 2 other rooms. It is safe.
And you get, like, from behind one of the chests, tree branches appear. And you rise up from behind the chest and stand up to their full height. And, like, you see, like, this creature made out of tree bark. Its eyes appear to be solid orbs of pearlescent amber. And the creature itself looks more like a tree than anything else. And it looks at you with this hulking form and branches and leaves coming off in all directions. And it shimmers and it shakes and it does a minor change shape form and like takes on like a feminine more tree shape. And you recognize now that you are speaking with a dryad. And the leaves and branches kind of like settle down and grow more to like grass and leaves down for hair as she takes a shape that kind of resembles an elf, but made out of wood and bark. The same orbs of amber, the same green foliage for hair, and she looks at you as a very feminine figure and says, and this is actually when you notice the part that actually is unsettling and is painful to look at. You see that among the bark on her form, from her face down to her hip, there's burning embers in it. And you see that this particular dryad has been afflicted with some sort of an attack on flame. Her form is very badly burned.
Okay.
You have come to save us from the creatures of flame.
Creatures of flame.
So that's what's going on.
What is she saying, Pike?
Well, she appears to be hiding from someone. I assume the Magistrate, but she mentions creatures of flame. And I go back to her and I say we have not come across such flame. However, our goal here is to cleanse this tower of the evil that has become upon it, and we'll try to keep you safe.
I walk forward while he's saying these things, seeing that she's injured. I don't interrupt him, but I take out and very obviously show her one of my healing potions and offer it.
She looks at it for a moment and pauses and takes it.
All right, well, let's see if it was poison.
It's not.
Oh, you has one.
It's not. I don't have one anymore. I drank it.
Yeah, I think you did drink it. She downs the potion, and you see that like while the ember still burns in some parts of her body, it forms into like a rough bark, but it still stays black, as if some sort of what you could assume to be scarring for a dryad. But she looks to be relieved and like, and says to you, looking to you, Guruth Gothrim Telkasia Throma Avar Nalrithrim.
What is it? I translate.
Basically, she says, I thank you for your kindness, stranger. The pain from the creatures of flame has been searing into me for some time.
Okay, so I relay that. I then, I guess, ask, so you know, what's going on in the next room here? Have you seen what's going on there?
That is the Lord's dining room. He often sups with companions of his own.
Okay. Are they friendly?
They should not do you any harm. Only the creatures of flame upstairs who even now torch at the books. They feed upon it. They would have fed upon me and burned me into nothing more than a pile of ash. Unfortunately, they've destroyed everything up there, and I cannot check on the master. I've barely escaped with my life. Is it safe for me now to flee the tower?
Give me a minute on that. And then, so in common, I say, like, I'll stay with her. You may want to see if it is safe for her to leave, because with how they're treating the elementals outside, we may want to keep her possibly.
Right, it may be safe for her to exit the tower, but upon exiting of the tower, she may not be safe. You hang tight, Mooney. You're not in there just yet. Just hang tight. I want to hear from you, and I'll be coming out in just a minute. But you make a good point, Pyko. I'm going to go speak with my friends.
Hold on, you may also want to relay that I guess I also relay that it may seem that the Magistrate isn't the one doing this. It's these flame creatures that might be involved in this, because she mentioned Master. I said, actually, I'll say that, but then I go, wait. Do you mean Master as in the ruler of this castle?
Oh, yes. The master. Lord Magistrate Glorendal Theron.
And he is in trouble.
I do not know. He would never conjure beasts, these monsters of flame, to set fire to his own servants. I have been loyal and always helped Lord Theron in his endeavors.
Ask her if anything strange has happened with the Master recently. Any new friends, any new items, any new potions, anything new.
Yeah, have you noticed anything new happening? Any new people? Anything strange with the Master?
Lord Theron only accepted guests on the first floor. Nobody has been into the tower higher than the first floor, save for servants, in at least a fortnight.
Balthazar gets a little... What of the goat? He says in common. What of the raven? What of the badger?
This bizarre creature speaks in a crude dialect that offends my ears.
I was asking about the animals in the dining room.
They are companions of the master. He wishes to sup among his own.
And I relay that. He's going to go and
Sup among
converse
his
with the
own?
group.
Shh.
He said he related.
Yeah, I know. You don't wait, though. You're jumping the gun.
Yeah, so I relay that,
Hold your
and then
tongue.
say my partner here is going to go relay this information to the rest of our group.
Okay, now you know.
Sup among his own. What does she mean by that? Would you ask her?
I just asked if she has noticed anything strange with the master recently, what these creatures are, what they are doing in the dining room.
What does
It
she
does
mean
seem
by
strange.
sup among his own? Is he an animal? What does this
Yeah,
mean?
I'll ask her that. Is he of human form, humanoid, or is
Oh.
he some type of?
No, the master is nothing as crude as a human. The master himself is a sun elf of most resplendent grace. When I say sup amongst his own, I mean that he has dinner with his own. The magic is unfamiliar with me. The master is an experienced wizard. Is that how you say druid? He's an experienced. He creates beings and calls them forth out of nothing. It is a surprising magic that astounds me. He is able to create life in beings, or in times of peril, monsters, when needed. Although, why the master would conjure these monsters of fire in order to set flame to his own towers, I don't understand. Perhaps we have offended him and he is upset.
And what of these creatures of fire? Are they of his creation?
They come from his upper floors, from his magical circle. Though, even now, I can sense their destruction on the 3rd floor. As soon as you ascend the stairs to the next floor up, there is a great library the master kept many sacred tomes. By now it is likely reduced nothing but cinder.
I relay that.
Very well. I'm under the impression that Cyrano must be very close to being done with his ritual by now.
So yeah. The last couple of components go into the jar, and I look at it, and it looks complete. It's basically like a big cyclone of magical little nanobots, essentially. And as soon as it's complete, I just open the lid, and they just kind of like and fill out in a big circle around me. Anything that's magical, they're just magnetically attached to. So I have basically like a 30-foot radius around me for 10 minutes. Do I see anything in the room? Are we ready for me to do this?
You have
Yes.
like Tesla eyes.
That is exactly what we're ready for.
Yeah, right.
So I start looking around. Is there anything that the bots are like attached to at this point?
In this room, no.
Okay.
Nothing in here is actually magical.
I start walking through this door. It says 30 feet. This should be through there.
Well, you already have the stone, so they don't try to adhere to that cold altar, the cold stone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I walk back. Looks like there's nothing unusual in these 2 rooms. What's going on over here?
Well, we have met a friend.
A friend.
Yes.
Are they magical?
Yes. She is a magical creature. From what I understand, she is a dryad. And your contact, Paco, can speak
Hey,
to
did you
very
say
well.
dryad?
I said dryad, Mooney. Greetings.
Yeah, are these guys cool with dryads and Druce?
What?
Yeah, like the elves in general.
You say that like it means something. What do you know about the dryad and the Druce?
You never heard of them?
No, Mooney. I've never experienced them.
I come from the Fey realm. I probably know a little bit, right?
I would say that you have advantage on a roll.
Is it history, arcane?
I'll go with history.
Yeah, 12. So that's a total of...
You know that the dryad is the feminine type form, and the Druce is the male type form. That they were actually they're the same species, but they live in separate tribes where only the female dryad or only the male Druce kind of stick together. And there's usually both tribes in a single forest. And that for most civilized people, dryads and Druce can appear very, very savage or frightening because of their practices. They don't relate to most humanoids well because they see the city as a dark superstition, much like how a lot of people see the dark forest as a terrible place to ever venture.
Right.
So they can be a lot of the times at odds with people who are considered civilized races, as in they live in cities.
Right.
But a lot of the time, at least half the time, Dryad and Druce actually can get along fairly well with particular people, assuming that mutual respect is given. The elves, as well as surprisingly the dwarves, have the best relationships with Dryad and Druce.
Well,
So yeah, I hear that they said dryad, so I walk to the door. What does this one look like again?
You see, at this point, she's taken on a more elven type feminine form because they have a minor shape change ability in order to mimic what they see. And so, seeing a half elf, she has taken the half elven form. She appears to be a unclothed feminine type body, but made out of wood and bark. So, don't think too provocative here, but like feminine and unclothed.
No, my point was to it doesn't have thorns. It doesn't have like poisonous mushrooms growing on it because it's used to contact with people.
No mushrooms, yes.
That's my insight.
No mushrooms, yes on thorns, and long hair that seems to grow with what looks to be. Give me a nature check on that real quick.
It's probably not going to be that great. Ooh, 12 again, so it's a 13.
You don't recognize the leaves. They look like oak leaves hanging down from the hair.
Yeah, from what I can tell, this looks like one that speaks with a lot of people because it has a humanoid form.
You definitely recognize the dryad when you see it.
Yeah. So, I speak to it in Elvish.
Oh, your dialect is impressive. As good as this one's.
You know Elvish, Mooney. You taught me giant, and you know Elvish.
I don't know how I taught you giant. Got
I
goblin.
taught you that.
Really, neither do I. Draconic. I was actually joking the whole time. It's just a lot of grunts. Anyway.
You need to erase that off your character sheet.
Apparently I do.
This is Mooney's giant.
This is no and.
I taught you how to speak giant. Because that's the language I know.
Anyway. Hey, so you weren't around when this happened at all? That's what these guys are telling me.
I was preparing things in the kitchen and cleaning up the master's quarters.
The first floor is safe right now, and they're probably moving out those people within the last 30 minutes that we've been up here, correct?
Yeah, the first couple floors are safe, yes.
Are we able to continue on through up these stairs, guys?
There are beasts of flame on the floor above us.
The stairs that are in the center, though, those continue up, or do we need to go and talk to those animals and go up from there?
That central staircase leads all the way to the top of the tower.
All right.
Well, it stops at a point, but it ends in a room that has a second staircase.
Do you guys know of any secret passageways that go to the top or directly to him? It might be the safest way for us to save everybody.
I don't know what chamber the master lies in.
Are you asking her about the rooms in the boughs of the tree, Mooney?
Maybe I am.
I was just wondering.
Oh, the peripheral rooms. They are guarded by a secret. The master did not wish for anyone to enter those chambers, and so he protected them through magic and portal. Although, from time to time, he would often jest that he had hidden the clue in order to enter those if I ever felt like it was imperative to do so for his own safety.
I relay that to all of you guys. Do you guys want the clue, or?
Yeah.
I mean, we would love
Well,
it.
yeah.
We would absolutely love the.
Okay. They seem like they
What's
want
the
the clue.
clue?
It seems like it'd be really interesting to know.
In Elven, I say, we want to save the master.
And you speak Elven as well.
What
but
the
of course.
fuck? I say in giant.
You're catching on. Good pronunciation.
You see, the two languages are quite similar. I say again.
Listen, when we reached level 5, we were able to change anything we didn't like about our character. I changed my languages.
Okay. Alright.
I was like, when am I going to ever need this? And I threw that the giant
funny.
out the window.
That's funny.
I do not know how to find the clue for the master's peripheral chambers, though if I were to guess, I would say that you should start with his companions.
Of course. What can... I can't talk.
Let us not waste any more time.
They are only through that door.
Okay, one question then.
You see her point, and she says, "Lia na avimina elle
Oh,
aye
yeah.
etare laminia."
And the door opens.
And she's pointing at a door.
What did she say?
Oh, she said to you, "They are only through that door. You will find his animal companions."
What are their names? How can they help us? What should we know to give them? Is there anything that we should know about
Dude, this
these
guy's
four
like a-
creatures? My God, I wish I could speak
She looks
Elven.
around and she's like, "I don't understand his crude dialect.
This is... I'd rather...
It sounds like
I-
rocks falling down a hill."
I try and translate.
Oh,
Sometimes it is.
badger, goat, raven, and the other one,
Cat.
cat,
Cat.
gato.
Gato. El gato.
Spanish.
Animal
Elven.
gato.
Shush.
There's elemental people here now. They're not normal. Like, they're this, but more refined.
Should I fear them?
I don't know yet.
No, Moon.
Should I wait here?
Maybe the sap floor, just in case the tree catches on fire.
I shall descend to relative safety of the master's offices.
Yeah, don't worry about those animal companions. We'll talk to them in a second.
Very good. She stands up and looks at you, and she walks very slowly, as if like expecting things to turn bad at any second. Then tries to keep distance, hugs the wall, gets to the door, and as soon as she's around the door and out of line of sight, you hear her running, and she rushes for the stairs. The dryad is gone.
If we're going to go speak to these four creatures, provided they speak a language I can understand,
Do I know anything about druids?
may I speak with them?
Probably.
Money?
No. Would you like the
Can I
magic
move?
hair gel again?
Oh, yes.
Do I understand what an animal companion is to them?
Better now than later.
You-
Might as well.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It is a spell slot to which I could save Mooney's life with.
Well, Mooney's life is frustrating me right now. but
But no, it is roughly
Yes.
20 hit points. So if you wish to take that away from someone who needs it,
we'll rely on me and my silver tongue for now. Save your spell slot.
good luck.
What's up? Like, what were you guys talking about back there?
Absolutely nothing. Mooney,
Hey,
when you get a chance, please teach me Elvish.
have you ever heard of druids before, guys?
Druids full?
Yeah, you ever heard of a druid before? They're like wizards, but for trash.
Yes, we've heard of druids.
Trash.
We worked with
You
druids.
mean nature?
We worked with druids.
Not
at-
raccoons.
Not,
Yeah,
not
like
all
raccoons.
trash, but
They're like
nature.
okay, they're like the magic users of raccoons.
You're like a trash wizard.
Great.
like the
So you feed it and it never
the
leaves.
druids in Dragonsport. We worked with them.
Oh yeah,
True.
remember? Yeah. Okay, so they sometimes have these things called animal companions. They're like directly controlled by them, and if this guy's making elementals, then these things are probably not going to be on our side. Just as a heads up.
Okay, well, you know what? If
A wise insight. Let us move in.
Not
the
worried
secret
about
lies in speaking with them, then let's see what happens.
Let's go. Shall we go in from 2 different directions?
Yeah, we'll kick in both sides.
I
And
don't
well,
think we
clever.
need to be
I walk in,
aggressive to these animals.
No aggression.
pull out my flask, and just walk up to the table, pull up a seat,
And take a long rest as we eat. with
and
them.
sit down, and I just make myself. I do the old trick, like act like you belong there.
You open up the door. Mooney comes to the other side. As you open up the door, you kick open the door.
No,
No,
hell
he
no.
does
They
not.
are backing off.
He's not kicking in the door.
I'm
You open up the door and
going
step in, and as soon as you step in, you see exactly what was described to you: a goat, a cat, a badger, and a raven sitting around what looks to be like a dinner table, a large, long dinner table. There's seat for at least 10 people here. They're scattered around. There's a lot of teapots and such. And you hear talking the entire time. There's been talking, but as you open up the door, it all stops, and these animals all just kind of stop and look at you, and they say, like, the raven looks at you and is like, "Oh, good, an interloper."
Excuse me? As I sit down and I start pulling out my crackers and cheese, my little bit of wine.
Do you
taking
have an invitation?
Of course I have an invitation. I have been invited into these grounds just as anyone would have been invited into these grounds. What do you
And
mean?
where is your invitation?
Where is your
Raven.
Where is your invitation? I just sat down. It's break time, my
Ticket.
friend.
Let the
your
Have
man,
ticket?
you not
let
heard
the man
chaos?
sit. I shall sing you a song of my people.
Thank you, my friend. Although that is not quite necessary. at the
Mary had a little lamb.
And at that
Oh, goat, please.
point,
Do
and at
not-
that point,
I
there's a
slide
knock
him
on
a,
the door.
Oh, good.
I slide him a
More
glass of
company.
wine.
I'm gonna take the rest action. While you go through
Wine?
this.
We do not drink wine
Water, then,
at this table.
my friend.
You may have tea.
Tea. Very
Tea. It is tea time at this table.
I'd love to join.
well. May I serve?
I walk
Oh, goody.
May I serve?
Absolutely not. You are a guest at this table. Cat. Yes. Cat, please serve tea for our guests.
Lord Balthazar of House Saleos. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, a pleasure, a pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. But if the pleasure's all mine, then what does that leave for you?
Displeasure, of course.
Displeasure indeed. And that shall be all that you
pleasure.
have.
Well, with these chairs,
And the
Oh,
cat
just-
steps up and like walks on
that.
2 legs, and it pours a cup
Aw.
of tea for you. Says, "Now please tell me, where do you come from, Lord Thazar? Oh, and your accompanying companion as well. We had heard a ruckus in the outside rooms. Was
Mon
that
ami
you?
Cyrano Dino.
A man of culture.
Oui, 'tis pleasure. And your name is?
I am known as Cat.
and you are known as Goat, and you are known as Raven, and you, my friend, are known
I
as...
am Badger.
Oh my goodness.
I am Badger of this table, and I'm the one who keeps the peace at this table. There has been a great deal of a ruckus that has been going on hereabouts, and I say to thee, I say, there shall be no more ruckus at this table. Badger, could you please stop? You're frightening the interlopers. But I thought that they were guests.
Indeed.
Guests have invitations. Now I must ask you once again, if you have no invitation, why do you sit?
I
Yeah.
say to you truly that we have been invited into this tower by the captain of the guard, Imadin himself.
Where's
Balthazar,
What?
I
Don't
like
have a
your
warrant.
approach.
Oh,
Now,
did we get the
we
writ?
got a warrant.
Did
Let's-
we got a writ, did we?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
We have a writ.
We have a writ.
I like your approach. Let's see your departure.
Oh shit.
You like my approach? You'd like to see my departure. Well, it just so happens that our goals are aligned. You see, I wish...
Oh, are they?
a conversation with your master, and I spoke with a very delicate individual just out in the halls. She was terrified for her own safety. A dryad?
You see, Raven, this is what I said, is that we need to be open arms and accompanying to those of our fellow fine folk and allow them at our table. Please, could you shut it? I'd, for one, really like to enjoy to hear more of their tale. I hear the snoring of one out there who is resting upon the cold stone even now.
This is true. We have made contact with the captain of the guard, received this writ, as you can now see.
Oh, by the gods.
We are fearful for your master's...
Get on with it.
We are fearful for your master, that he may be in over his head. We have been told that you may contain the secret to certain elements of this tower that are otherwise unapproachable.
Is it exhausting using your entire vocabulary in one sentence?
You are a goat.
I am a raven. I am the goat, and I shall sing for you the song of your people.
I like...
What is it?
I say
Wherever we're meant to be together.
Since the
If
raven...
only my breasts were small and humble.
Since the raven seems to be taking the lead, I'm going to be very direct with the raven, and I am
Somebody
going to
has
say
to take the lead. I see that you took the caboose.
there are flame creatures above. Your master is in danger or worse. He has lost himself. There are many guards below. I really implore you to find your way to helping us to help your master, because he is in a spot of trouble.
Yes, you see, Raven, you must find yourself in order to help the master. I say, could I get an amen?
Amen, my
Can I get an amen?
Amen,
I
my
don't
brother.
hear you.
Amen.
You, the lizard folk who's sleeping on the other side of that door, can I get an amen? I can see now that you are not a people of the gods.
No, Zakthwitz from the other room is like, Amen.
Yes, thank you.
Let us all join hands. Don't do it. Don't join hands with him, please. If you only encourage him, he'll never shut up.
But what he means is hooves, of course.
It's not my intention to disrupt your dinner. I appreciate
Tea.
I appreciate the invitation. I simply inquire as to the nature of these satellites in the tree and how we can get in them and...
By the gods. If a man bore black feathers and wings, you would not even compare to a crow.
But you are yet a raven, are you not?
Can you tell me, why am I like a writing desk?
Well, I certainly cannot tell you why a raven
Why
is like
do
a
I
writing
even
desk.
speak with you? You'll only drag me down to your level of intellect and beat me with years of experience.
My dear raven,
You must recognize that Raven, he is the entrepreneur and leadership of this dinner tea party, that he shall lead you astray. Into darkness, Raven will lead you. Now please, let's all of us join hands and speak once again to our great benefactor's blessings that he rains down upon us daily.
I, Balthazar of House Saleos, can see through darkness with the sight of a devil. You 4 animals have tested my patience long enough at this table. I spit upon your tea. Speak to me what I wish to know. Intimidation check.
Intimidation check.
Fuck. 12. Hold up.
No.
16.
And on the yelling,
Do I need to do
Nakma
it?
opens the door.
I do need to do
You
it.
open the
Alright,
door.
flash
So
of
you hear Taz
genius.
yell.
You see Balthazar arguing with 4 animals at a
Five
table.
more. He's at 21 now.
That's
21.
I don't know how
Yes.
how I help.
I don't know how you're gonna help
How do
intimidate
I
him.
help?
Do you like lean into the door?
No. It's a chemical like
Halfway
smoke
through,
behind him.
you can see that the animals are all unimpressed.
effervescent like smoke pops up.
And so, like, as you breathe deep of his miracle pill potion,
sure.
you you feel inspired and you change your course of action and your words, and suddenly it gets to the cat is like, oh my, oh, this one's got a soft spot and a bit of a temper. Oh, well, please tell me, Lord Balthazar, what is it that you inquire about?
Oh shit.
The Cheshire.
Cat.
It's very
And
simple.
he's upside down.
No.
Very simple.
He's laying on his back.
How do we enter the satellite domiciles in this tower, and where is your lord?
Oh, the satellite domiciles. Well, I shall be the one to help you with that, good sir. While we do not know what lies beyond the portal, I do myself know that the Master hath given me. He has bequeathed upon me the blessing of knowledge. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, my brothers in...
Amen.
I have no brother and no sister here. I've only got brothers. My brothers, I shall speak and beseech upon you the first part of your challenge in order to get to those peripheral chambers. And so I say to you, with
Speak
the
it,
Lord
my
and
brother.
grace of our Lord,
Speak it.
that you have me today. Tomorrow, you'll have more. As your time passes, I'm not easy to store. I don't take up space, but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see. Can I get an amen?
Amen, my brother. Amen.
You have me today. Tomorrow you have more. I don't take up space.
Well, this is a very simple riddle. It seems as though, what do I need to do? Do I need to be in front of a door and answer this riddle? Do I answer it to you? I don't want to make a fool of myself.
I'd
You're
like
trying
to
to write
write
it
it
down.
down.
So
Yeah.
you have me today. Tomorrow you'll have more.
I don't take up space.
As your time passes,
Okay.
I'm not easy to store.
Oh my gosh, I missed the whole line.
Yeah, you did.
Jeez.
A whole stanza.
As time passes, you have me to store.
As your time passes, I'm not easy to store.
Okay.
I don't take up space,
Yeah.
but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see.
All right, chat. Just blast it. I'm kidding.
But I'm not what you saw.
I am what you saw,
Yeah.
but not what you see.
Not. Oh goodness.
That
Oh,
was
goodness.
quite dreary. Let us speak on this nevermore.
I liked how you're rhyming back there, but Dan still didn't get into it with you.
Like what?
I liked how you guys were rhyming, but like Dan just get back into it. He's just like, no, we're not rhyming.
Is it daylight?
No.
I do not know the answer.
and
Sadly myself. Only that I was given this gift by the Lord, and that it shall help you on your quest.
Merci beaucoup. We will be on our way.
You might as well just give up. It will never be of any use to you. Tell me there, you with the raven's beak. I must ask, do you still love nature? despite all it did to you?
But of course, I use it in everything I do.
Fantastic.
I grow the grapes so that I can produce the wine. I mush the chemicals.
Like
so
with
that I
it,
can
with his
save
wing,
your
he starts
life.
fanning himself. He's like, "Look, you're not pretty enough to be this dumb."
In fact, it works the opposite. I am stupid enough to be more intelligent than you. Wait, no, ugly. Whatever.
Cyrano's wine has
Shit.
taken its toll.
Oh, and
I've written
you
down your riddle.
laugh, human.
Do I answer your riddle now, or do I have to stand in front of some ridiculous door and answer it?
What? Were you conceived on a highway?
It's memories.
Because that's where most accidents happen.
Bada bing.
What's a
Nice.
highway?
That was it.
The answer is memories.
Good. Take it and leave. But I was beginning to like their company. They were being so enjoyable.
Good job, Dan.
Well, this has been fun. Back up the stairwell.
And you leave.
Prepare
And
for fire, my friend.
we call it for a night.
Yes.
Get enough rest to get 1 key point.
I'll let you take a short rest.
Short?
Yes.
Short rest
I had
as
tea.
you.
Do I get short rest too?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that counts as a short rest.
I wish
You
I could
guys
catch
got
my
to
second
sit down
spot.
and have tea and eat a biscuit, even though you were not invited to the tea party.
You guys and your short rests. I should never have healed you.
God dang it, dude.
What are you talking about? Now I get to keep all
Anybody
my,
have
hit
any
points.
needs or wants?
What?
Any needs or wants?
Balthazar needs to know what's
Oh, yeah,
happening
yeah, yeah.
outside, and he needs to know the current timeline situation, what time of day it is, what's happening outside right now.
There are windows, so that's easy enough for you to, like, during this whole thing, you can step to the window. The glass itself is kind of fogging and not very clear. It's not very translucent glass, but it's transparent enough that you can see through it, and you see that things have not escalated. They haven't quieted down a whole lot. They're like, you hear a lot of people, you know, there's noise, there's torches, there's lights, there's lanterns. There's still a definite shield wall that you can see, but they're not clashing anymore.
I'm expecting to see some organization. I gave them money to buy food. I gave
They're organizing against the shield wall.
I gave the soldier the intention of like providing tents from there.
Mercenaries start showing up on their behalf.
Yeah. So that's what
Wait,
I'm
use the
looking
money.
for.
They hired a bunch of Minotaur.
Yeah, they.
Oh my
Wow, dude. Wow.
Full circle.
Things took a turn.
Full circle,
Yeah.
right. We've got vampires.
Oh man.
What is that giant lizard thing on the horizon? How did they afford a Tarask with that kind of money?
Oh god.
No, they're not clashing anymore, but there's still riots and stuff. You see that it's pretty quiet right now.
Okay.
I mean, it's quieter than it was before.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. Wanna say goodnight?
Yeah. Good night, everybody. It was great playing with everybody.
Thank you everyone who's joining us.
Justin, you're going to be here next week?
Yeah.
Justin, thank you so much for joining us.
As
Yeah.
we get closer to the tower, there should
One
be.
more 4.
I think you should be able to make it a little bit further through next time.
We technically have 4 more 4s plus the ancillaries.
I know, but not every room has
Has
you know,
a thing.
take half the game. No, every room has a thing,
Right.
but
It's been great. Take your time, man.
one more
Having
game,
fun.
Yeah.
maybe like
Yeah, I like the
maybe
water
2 more
elemental.
games.
That was really fun.
My dishwater elemental.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
I don't know how that came to me. Just all of a sudden, I'm like, what if there was an elemental that had dirty dishes in it?
Yeah.
I know. I was
Honestly,
just joking about it
I'm
before.
Been to
sad
my
because
house,
they-
damn it.
I know, and that's funny though.
You tried.
You want to see the stat block on that thing? I had so much fun making it. Actually,
Michael tried to release
So,
Being,
being a one of Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite Disney cartoons. cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between a raven and a writing desk, there is no solution to that.
Of course not. It's an
He
unanswered.
got-
It's an unsolvable
There
riddle.
is no
That's how it
solution
was meant
that
to be,
riddle.
but
was-
he got so much letters over the years that eventually
He
he
did.
just made up an
He
answer.
made up a solution that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
And
did.
it makes sense because like his proofreader changed the spelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was like all of the notes are up front and it's Nevar Raven
Nevar.
backwards.
Yeah.
That's his phony answer.
Why
There
is a
really
raven
no
like a writing desk?
Yeah, everybody wanted to know. But it's not supposed to have an answer.
It was just meant to be an absurd. It was meant to be absurdist.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Some clues are not meant to be answered.
Yeah.
How did you know about memories? Have you heard that before? That was quite clever.
Balthazar.
Alice in Wonderland.
Who says that's the answer?
Is it?
I think it is. Balthazar
Oh.
comes from Earth,
Isn't that too
and
hard?
riddles and
I love
Earth are a common thing. It's something that people do on Earth. They tell riddles.
But
to
as
each
far as
other.
Daniel the player goes,
It's stored in your brain.
You figured that
I mean,
out?
that was the part
Yeah.
that got me.
Good
I was
job.
like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was daylight,
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah.
but memories
Ah.
makes more sense.
yeah, dude. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that's gotta be it.
That's what I think it is. I don't know if it's
I
what it
think,
is.
I think memories make more sense.
We will see if you decide to try to go through some stuff.
What happens when you just get knocked off the tower?
I could throw you off the
If
tower.
there's
You
a
want
tower and it says speak code and enter,
Ah!
and you can send it into magma.
Yeah.
It's the wrong one.
Liquid magma.
You are now sinking in liquid magma
Liquid magma.
with sharks with laser
All I
beams.
want is
We'll
sharks
see. We'll see
freaking
what
laser
happens.
So,
beams.
in case you're interested, in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, they did make a module that was like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I went through it one time. It was fun.
I didn't do it, but I planned on doing more for the goat because I kind of pictured him as a combination of Stevie Nicks and
Yeah.
that band System of a Down.
Oh shit!
So I was like, but I don't know music from any of them. So all I settled
Oh,
on
no.
was Shakira.
You should have just had him on a skateboard drinking cran grape juice, listening to.
Now we're gonna get sued.
No, you need about 20 seconds of the song.
It's
Yeah.
10. But,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure you can do karaoke and not get sued though.
Yeah.
what will be the other one? Oh, we just gotta add in System of a Down now. Okay, aerials. We're done.
I don't know any of the lyrics to those songs, but when that guy sings, it's just meh, meh, meh.
Yep.
Listen, it's completely transformative.
Like my wife hates their music, so she has like their music as an alarm to wake up sometimes. So it's just like wake up.
God, suck it up.
Yeah, it's like
I fucking hate this song. Whack.
I heard wake up and now I'm mad.
So, fun
Wake
fact
up
about
angry.
System of a Down: they are Armenian, and they come from Armenians come from a very long tradition of music in their culture. And if bards were to have come from anywhere, it may actually be the Armenian culture, because music is a very informative part of their life, and System of a Down very specifically abruptly changes tempo, and that is on purpose. And it's part of their musical culture. It's baked into their Armenian culture. It's baked into the way they play music back from the Roma and quote unquote the G word. What
The Vistani?
what
the
people look
Vistani.
at as that type of a culture. So it's all actually very interesting.
Let's go.
And if bards exist, they're probably Armenian.
All right, I think we should say good night.
I think
Tell Brittany
Good night.
Listen to Necrogoblinoid.
Necrogoblicon. Necrogoblicon.
Brittany, look up
Necrogoblinoid.
Necrogoblinoid.
Necrogoblicon.
We got a good night
Thank
from
you.
Nix, we got a good night from Badger, and a good night from Stevicus.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.